Good evening and welcome to the Irish column for Sunday, the 17th of August 2025. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla Donoghue now in the next couple of minutes, and we also have Neil Murray coming on to the panel for a few minutes this evening just to go through a few things with us. And yeah, that's basically all we have there tonight. I think Anthony will be on and Martin will be on as well. Martin wants to talk about a few. I'll let him tell it himself, but he has the stats and the whole lot. I hope he has the stats. He was working on it all week. Hi there, Paul. Hi, lads. Hi. Hello, Paul. Orla. There we go. Good evening. Good evening, all. How are you? Yeah, fair play to everyone. I need you all tuning in. I have Orla coming up here now. Hi. Good evening. How are you? Good evening, all. How are you?
Well, how are you? Sorry, I'm going to turn you down. The telly on.
Yeah, turn me down there. You have the telly on. Geez, I thought you were naked there with that thing you had on you there. It's a skin color thing. Jesus, I thought, whoa, what's going on here?
Well, I need something on it to tone me down because I got so sunburned yesterday. I am just.
Are you serious?
Red raw.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, look, it was my own fault. I was doing a charity event yesterday, and I was out in a pitch all day, and I just forgot to put on sun cream and sun and wind, and I ended up like beetroot. So.
Yeah, see, I don't use it. I don't use it at all.
Well, you see, I go from white to red and back to white again. So.
The people,
anyway,
the right now are showing me a little bit red.
I've learned a sore lesson.
Yeah. That's mental, isn't it? It is when you get burned like that. I remember a guy years ago when I worked on the ships. He went up, he was a gargler, he went up the forecastle head. It's the pointiest bit of the ship, you know. And there's no wind. Like, it's literally no wind because you're in a triangle, you know. And he was up there for 6 hours. Oh man, we nearly had to peel him off the deck. Like, that's how bad he was. Like, he had to be airlifted off the ship and everything. Like, it was like 1st degree burns. Like, he was blistered everywhere. Like, oh man, it was horrible. Like,
see, you're mixing. The worst thing you could do is mix the sun with water. I remember a few years ago, it was a family wedding, and it was a real scorcher for a day. And again, like that, I hadn't put sun cream on, not thinking it was going to be that hot. And I had parked myself at a fountain and had sat there for a couple of hours. And of course, sun and water. Oh my God, I died of death. I had to leave the wedding early. I had to go upstairs because I was just, burnt to crisp again.
How are you, Ferg? How's things, mate? Good evening.
How are you?
Sarah, how are you, Sarah? Hi, Orla. Paul. Yeah, all right, Fergus. Yes, Fergus, all right. I always wear long sleeves on a hot, sunny weather. Nah, walk around in your J's fluid, mate. That's the way God intended you to.
I always say the one way I'd get a tan is if all my freckles joined up.
That's what happens to me. All mine join up, you know. Yeah.
I don't even look that red, actually. Do I know?
No, you don't. You look grand, like. But it's been very warm, hasn't it?
Buckets of after sun on me since yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's very warm, but see, even after sun, I don't use it. I'd use aloe vera, or else I'd use natural yogurt. It stinks, but it's great. Get you sorted. Yeah. What have we got there? Dear Grit, this Grit, yeah. What's the story? Good evening to the beetroot and the cat lady.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Am I the beetroot? Yeah, I take the sun easy. I'm black. Yeah, so yeah, I'm the same. I never use sun cream. Neither do I. Never.
And I wouldn't mind any. I actually bought new sun cream. You know, the one that's like non-toxic. It hasn't got 150 million chemicals in it. But I just forgot to bring it with me yesterday. Anyway, as I said, I've learned a sore lesson. Hey, Katrina.
Hold on. Hi, Paul. Hi, Orla. Hello. How are you, Katrina? How's things? Yeah. It's frozen. What's frozen? Is it frozen on? I don't know. It's going out on the wall there.
No, I have the telly on here as
well.
I'm
just going to put it up there now where we are. We're going out live on X at Fitzy Dub, at Anthony L. Casey, at Ruggermuff 27. Ireland Force 23, and on Facebook, Prophet Simons and Martin Murphy, and on www.theirishchannel.com/live. If they hit us with anything, folks, and they try to stop this from happening, this goes out. This will be the only place that you will see this, is at www.theirishchannel.com/live, because I have this embedded from StreamYard onto that, so they cannot stop it. Even if they stop it on all the other platforms, they can't stop it on that, because that's being housed off site. So if ever anyone can't get in or out of that, go straight to the website, www.theirishchannel.com/live, and you'll always get it there. You will always get it there, because they can't stop it. But I've been told today that they're trying to stop it on a few different platforms. So yeah, I found a tracker in my car yesterday. A tracker.
A what? A tracker?
Yeah.
How'd you find that?
It was on the floor in the back of my car. Don't know how it got there. Don't know when it was there. I haven't got a clue. Like, but I don't know.
In the back of your car?
Yeah, on the back seat. Not the back seat, on the floor in the back. Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Okay, it's a bit weird.
Palmer's coconut oil. Yeah, I was told to use that coconut oil stuff. Paul, you are gorgeous as always. Thanks very much, Michael John. Yeah.
Gavin's loss is Carlo's gain.
What's what?
The comment before that, somebody put up, Jonathan.
Gavin's loss is Carlo's gain. Yeah. Someone saying there, olive oil is very good to be affected to the sun.
The comment before there. Look, no, not that Michael, another Michael.
Michael, hold on. Michael John Dennis? No, that
Michael there. Ireland Forever.
Oh, okay. How are you, Ireland Forever? I didn't know his name was Michael. I was looking for Michael. Michael John Dennis, they've been doing the same to Gemma for years. Yeah, but it's very, just when you see it and it happens to you, it's not an Apple tracker, it's a Samsung tracker. The Samsung one, yeah, I have pictures of it there. Hi, Paul, watch it on the website you mentioned. Yeah, it's grand. It comes straight through. You should be able to comment as well. Fair play, Linux user. Good man. A tracker in a car, that's crazy, Jesus. But what I was told about these trackers is, right, that you have to be 120, you know what I mean? That they have to be 120 meters away from whatever, okay, 120 feet or whatever. But what I might have been reading up about it is, every time a Samsung phone comes into contact with this thing, whether it be 120 feet away or near to it, the whole lot, it sends a ping of where it is. So, it doesn't matter whether it's online or offline, it'll still send a ping once it connects to this other, it's crazy, like, I swear to God. My husband never wore sun cream, and last week we had to get 2 spots off his head. Had to go to the hospital, get them taken off. Consultant said he was extremely sun damaged. Okay. Now, someone has been saying that to me about my ears and the whole lot, not to let my ears get at it because melanoma got your ears or something. I don't know. So, thanks for that. Yeah. Fitzer. Good evening, Paula. Good evening. Yeah, I've changed all my VPN settings to LAX and SFO. I've changed them today as well. I've turned off the firewalls and everything else here, so I'm hoping all goes well tonight. Yeah. Flying up there now, up to 400 there, people. Well done, everyone. Yeah. Keep sharing it out there. Share it everywhere. Thank you very much. We've hit 400. Fair play to everyone. Yeah, keep sharing it out there. You can share it out there on X at NELKC, Rugamorph, or Enforced, Prophet Simons at www.theirishchannel.com/live. Try and get over there to the irishchannel.com/live, and there's plenty of good stuff on the Irish channel. So yeah, keep going, banging in there, and you'll have a look. There's some great content in there. So please, people, join the Irish channel. Go over to the irishchannel.com/live. As I said, there's all sorts of stories in there and everything. So yeah, please do, lads. Comments. Am I the only one shocked by the tracker? Yeah, I'm not shocked, but I am shocked. I'm trying to piece together where it came from.
Well, who was in the back of your car, Paul?
What?
Who was in the back of your car?
Yeah, well, I only had 2 people in the car, and I've spoke to them, and no, and I don't have anyone in the car with me. I never have anyone in the car with me. The kids, like, you know what I mean? But that's about it. But the kids wouldn't be putting a tracker in my car, like, you know what I mean? The kids hadn't got a clue what it was.
The car wasn't in anywhere.
No. Was the ship the Kilkenny ship, mate? It was indeed, mate. Yeah, it was the Kilkenny. Yeah, yeah. And I think that, I don't know what the guy's name was. He was a red-headed fella, yeah, but yeah, he was born to a crisp. It was horrible. Yeah, it was the Kilkenny. Yeah, sure was. P tracker gives you a ping just like an air tag. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? The sun is bad now. Someone's saying patriotic Irish man. You have heard about babies being unnecessarily aborted by couples being told their children have andraminous. Anhydraminous. Don't know what that is. I'll have to Google that now and see what that is now. I'm sorry. Let me just check that out now. I can't pronounce it, so. Just
Hydra.
what's it?
That's to do with fluid, like when we fluid in the brain. Androgenous pregnancy. Okay, let me just see what this is. Okay, you have heard about babies being unnecessarily aborted, couples being told they have an androgenous pregnancy. Okay, I'm going to just have a look at this here now just to show you. I'll read what this says about this. I didn't know about this, but if this is a thing, well, we need to talk about it then. Androgenous in pregnancy refers to a severe lack or absence of amniotic fluid surrounding the fetus. This condition, particularly when it occurs early in pregnancy before 22 weeks, known as early pregnancy renewal, anhydramnios, or EPRA, is often associated with severe fetal abnormalities, especially in the kidneys and urinary tract. It can lead to complications like pulmonary hypoplasia, underdeveloped lungs, umbilical cord compression, and perinatal asphyxia, and is often considered fatal without intervention. Okay, so this is what's coming. This is what you're talking about there, is it? Well, I said it was something to do with fluid because you could see a hydra in it.
Yeah.
Now, obviously the amniotic fluid would be very serious, like a lack of it, but that's not.
Drew was just asking that. Could you put that into an open window? I don't have the car open. You know what I mean? I don't. It's yeah.
Hey, Padder, how are you?
Freedom Dad got called out in his chat today for taking money off the Imam and Mossad plant. He has been exposed. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't seen any of that, so I don't really worry about what other people are talking about, to be honest. Mistakenly told that they're now taking high court cases, their babies are gone. Okay. Mistakenly told. That's terrible. Teresa O'Neill. Hi guys, how are you, Teresa?
Hey Teresa, how are you?
Yeah. Yeah. Was the tracker on your car? No, it was inside the car. It was in on the what you call it? On the floor. Yeah. So good evening, everyone. So, no, it wasn't, Angie. I don't leave them open. I don't, honestly. I have air conditioning. It's an old car, but I still have air conditioning. Does anyone else have a copy of car keys? No. There's only one set of keys, and that's it. I know for a fact because they're the only ones I have. It's a lack of fluid, Paul. Amniotic fluid. 2 couples were told they had 0 fluid, then terminated their babies to be told they messed up and mistrained. Jesus, oh my God.
Christ.
So there is claims going in against this.
Good.
Lovely.
It should be good.
Roderick put the tracker on you. He's going to visit you during the night.
Yeah. Very well could be.
As your fob being cloned, but no, because I'll be honest with you, you can't open it now. You have to use the key. Yeah, you can't use the fob. Yeah.
But how long do you know, like, that it was in the car for?
I don't know how long it was in the car for. That's it. I don't know. I hoovered out the car 2 weeks ago, about 10 days ago, so I wasn't in it then.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I moved stuff from the back into the back of the Jeep because I had like stuff in the back that I was bringing places, and it was like a suit. So when I moved the suit yesterday to let the kids in, this thing was on the floor. So I'm thinking, has it been in the suit since the Ireland Force meeting? and just fell out of the suit, or I don't know. I mean, my brain is just mushed. Someone's just saying that Irish mommy, my baby is 3 years old, Paul. She was born from it and survived. Counts for 1 in 3 terminations. Gee, Mac. That's terrible. Fair play. I'm glad yours is. I'm glad your baby's okay. Patriotic Irish
thank
mommy.
God.
Yeah. Main man down in car park, car on floor of the tracker. Main man down in car in. What do you mean? It's disgusting. It's a major scandal. Well, we need to get people on to talk about it then, don't we? We need to look more into this, and we'll talk about it on one of the shows then during the week if we can get someone in. Oh, remember your car didn't work the morning of Cork. You said you were delayed. Did anyone have access to it then? No, but I know where you're coming from here on this one, Angela. Yeah, I remember I couldn't start the car that day. Nobody else. I don't know. I'm trying to wreck my brain, trying to find out. Thanks for that, Angela. Fair play to you. Even a loyal, fair play to everyone. Keep sharing it out there. Telling people to abort their babies when they can do survive is pure evil. Yes, it is. Telling couples that they have no fluid when they did. And can this all be proven? That's the thing. We need to get people involved to prove this.
Well, a second opinion would need to be got over that.
Well,
or
you
even
need to talk. We have Dr. Vincent Carroll. We have Dr.
How many times has that been told? How many times were mothers told that their baby had Down syndrome or something else wrong with the baby, and it turned out, wasn't true?
No.
Scans can be read wrong.
That's crazy. Can you go to Misha Early without tickets? I was told you can. That there will be a few, but you want to be there early on the day. So I'll just stop sharing this here. But you need to be there early on the day. What's this one's Lost at Sea? Some stories of that ship I started on the Paddy Jolly Boy with Christy Doyle, Tony Preston, Sheriff Street. Great show, Paul, and all that. Thanks, mate. Cheers. I was on the Patrick as well. We had the Patrick up in Dublin when the Leinster was in Drydock. Great old ship. I have to say, great old ship. Where is it? Randy Murphy, where is it? I don't know. Is the state really wasting money on surveillance of you, Paul? They have money to spend. I never said the state. I don't know who put it there, mate. I really don't know who put it there. But I didn't put it there. I know I didn't put it there. Okay, so I didn't put it there myself. So somebody actually put it there, Eddie O'Grady, maybe your board doesn't trust you. You've been such a celebrity. You're a wanker.
Eddie, it's all the women after him. That's who it is. Yeah.
You're mental, Eddie O'Grady, I tell you.
Well, I mean, he's very popular with all the ladies.
Yeah. Parador, that's bleeding, man. And stick to the back of the 40 foot and let the fuck off the France. Well done. Grip did a bit of investigating on the High Court cases. So more will come to light, please God. Well, if we can do a bit of investigating ourselves. Like, we have people that'll help us out here and do a bit of investigating. So send me a message there, Patriotic Irish Mommy, and we can talk about this and we'll go further with this. Yeah, it seems a good one to get our teeth stuck into for one of the shows, for one of the nights. Thanks for that. Fair play. Mary Murphy, I think you can get tickets on the day. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you have to be there early. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody's had to send me a message there. Hang up. Okay. What's that? Okay, cool. How are you doing? Someone sending me a thing there. Walked in seconds tonight. I swear it was talking of college house. What's this? It's not letting me download that image. People are sending me in stuff as we're going along there. Okay.
Actually, that weekend of the 23rd, there's a few things on. So the 23rd, obviously, you have the Misha Era event, which is in Leitrim. Then Harvey's mother has announced a rally up in the Garden of Remembrance as well. I've sent you on the video for that to play. And then the following day is the 24th, and that's Aaron. He goes under Aaron the Nationalist. He's having the event as well for all the young people to do with mental health services and all that sort of stuff. That's the following day in the Garden of Remembrance. So next weekend's a bit of a busy weekend.
Yeah, thing is just saying that a toy lift that can slide windows down, affect the tracker in it and pull the window back up. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, you could do that. It was not hidden, fell out of someone's pocket. Okay, fair enough. Well, it could have. I don't know. But as I said, I don't know who was in the car. There was nobody in the car. Get wise, Paul. Look at what they did to Jim Liner. He was set up. Yeah, well, I know a few things. People are trying to set me up.
You can
But
get, Michael, you can get a second opinion on any sort of diagnosis.
yeah, and all the men are after him too.
Oh, Paul is very popular now.
Just throwing out, but some parents put trackers in kids' clothes to make sure safety. Okay, well, I can listen. What I do is the only child I had in the car was my daughter's friend. You know, but I'm sure I found it before she was in. She would have been the only one that has been in the car. That wouldn't have been my kids or someone that I knew. So I don't know whether I listen. I'll put it to my man and dad tomorrow. They might have had it in their clothes or something. I don't know, but I will. I'll talk to them tomorrow. So maybe it could be something as simple as that. You know, but someone must have heard a private investigator to go after you. But for fuck's sake, who am I? You know what I mean? You know, are we idiots for working for our taxes? Says pay Muhammad and his three wives. Yeah, Noreen O'Shea. Let me just see there what Noreen has to say. Peter told us the same in Boston and said it would be cruel not to listen to them. The baby will be 17 weeks and she is perfect. They told us the same in Boston. Fair play to you, Aaron. Thanks very much, Noreen O'Shea. I was at a turf cutting competition today, and while it was lovely to see the crowd, which another bonus was exclusive to the Irish, but I couldn't get over there was no younger generation. There was all people 60 and over. Yeah, kind of had me disheartened because a huge part of me worries this part of the culture will die off with the generation. We are losing our identity. I agree with you, Noreen. We are. Yeah, and the kids need to be getting out to all this stuff as well. You know what I mean? But it needs to.
But it needs to be the parents, going with the
yeah.
parents to these sort of things. I mean,
Yeah, we need to get kids out to that.
People to be at that. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you want to play Harvey's mother's video? Because obviously I think Neil's coming on at 9:30, so I'm just conscious of the time.
Harvey's mother's video. Yeah, I'll play that there now.
Thanks again to everyone for all your support as we fight for justice for Harvey. For those of you that have been wondering, we are now organising a march that will be taking place in Dublin on the 23rd of August. We will be meeting at the Garden of Remembrance and marching down to Custom House. So that's all the details there. It'll be at 2:00 in the afternoon. We really want to get the word out and get as many people there as possible to show the government that we are all going to stand together on this and that we're all going to fight for the children to get better care than they have been currently receiving.
Someone just put in there, hi Arnold and Paul, did you see the video of me hold this morning in the ploughing championships? Emma and Dee was asking him questions and he was running from them. That's from a few years ago. I remember seeing that a few years ago. But Dee did ask him a load of questions. Yeah, I remember that, but it is from a few years ago. Fair play to her.
Well, I'd imagine anywhere he's going at the moment, he's going to be asked a load of questions. Now, earlier on, I saw that I think the petition was up at 29,000 signatures. So that's really good.
I signed it anyway.
So did I.
Yeah, we all signed it. But keep signing the people. That's what you need to do.
Did you not remember Facebook blocked me? Because I was sharing it out on loads and loads of different posts.
Did they block you?
I couldn't reply to anyone, yeah.
No way.
Hours, yeah. But as I said, I got it into about 30 or 40 places before they copped what I was at. And then when they unblocked me, remember I had it here the other night. I was up on Independent Ireland and AIM2 and all the other places putting it up.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what I think of you, Facebook.
Yeah, Aaron and Irish Mammy. Together you have both two lucky children. My mouth open, trying to understand how they are so wrong in their advice. Yeah, but that's the way it is.
Scans can be read wrong. That's why you should always get a second and third opinion on anything.
Yeah. Someone's just putting in there now. Hang on. About Athlone. I have a couple of videos there. Yeah, hang on. Where are we? Hang on, let's see, can I get my John Wilson there? Just looking there now. Just looking for John Wilson. Where the bleeding hell is he? But I tell you, I have... No, that's not. Sorry, this is mad here now. I thought I had this downloaded. Pull it down there now while we're talking. Yeah. But what's this thing? How dare they block a petition for a child on Facebook? They should be blocked. Yes, exactly.
It stopped me that I couldn't reply to anything, and I couldn't put up any more posts. And then I was able to put a post up on my own Facebook page saying, listen, I've been blocked from replying, because some people were saying, Orla, the link's not working. And I had to physically go in then to Messenger and message them back privately because I couldn't reply to anyone. But once I said that, then people started sharing it as well. So I was blocked till I think it was the next morning. And then, as I said, when they undid it, I'm back and I did it again. Yeah.
So, Palace just asking, has Gav been silenced? He's been very quiet, no new videos. I love Gav shit, he's bleeding whopper. He is bleeding whopper, but what's happening is they've taken out this injunction against, and it's not, I don't even think it's because of that, but he's just laying low there now. I'm going to be honest with you, like I've had a chat with Gavin myself about this. Like, I mean, Gavin does far too much for other constituencies. You know what I mean? He really does. Like, he puts his neck on the line for everyone. It's not just Ballymun and Finglas. Like, you know what I mean? He's everywhere. Like, everyone rings Gavin, no matter where they're from in Dublin. Like, they even ring him down the country to help them out. You know what I mean? Like, please do this. Can you do that? He's doing way too much. And I said it to him, I said, you need to chill for a bit, mate, and just work on your own constituency. I said, there's other councillors out there that are not willing to put in the work you're putting in. Why should you be putting in the work in their constituencies? And, like, I think he listened a little bit, you know what I mean? Because, no, you have to. You can't be doing everything, you know what I mean? You really can't. And I hope that answers your question there, Pala. Yeah. Liz Pepper thought it was the morning because the questions that were asked, yeah. You have to share March with the lefties for kid. Yeah, exactly. Now you have it. Yeah. Does anyone think this might be the end of the corrupt government? Harris will definitely have to resign. When we were talking, people were talking to us about possible elections and everything, like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, the Fianna Fáil isn't happy to be aligned with them. That's what we were hearing.
I was in Teresa there, tea for everyone. Sorry, I was in that loan and I've never felt so depressed. We are fucked. Are you serious? I wasn't there today now. I'm gonna just play John Wilson today. Just let's hear what he had to say, and I'll go looking for other stuff there now.
This woman is a local in every part of Ireland, our Ireland. Can I just say that the primary responsibility of every government is to take care of its people. The primary responsibility of the Irish government is to take care of our borders and to take care of the Irish people. And there are none so important as our vulnerable and our sick. And just, John, in relation to what you said about poor Harvey a few minutes ago, can I just say that I spoke to a medical professional recently and I asked him, what level of pain do scoliosis patients suffer? And this doctor told me, he said, hellish pain, he said, hellish pain. And our traitorous government have let little Harvey die. And there are many, many other little young boys and young girls suffering the same hellish pain that Harvey has suffered for many, many years. At least he is in the hands of God. He's at peace. Simon Harris, resign and resign now. And Harris, if you don't do the decent thing and resign, we, the people of Ireland, with God's help, will force you out of office. One wouldn't have needed to attend national school for a second day to know that Ireland is being invaded. We are being invaded. every individual, every person that claimed asylum in Ireland after travelling to safe countries to get here is a bogus asylum seeker.
Yes! Refugees.
Just finally, we have to move here. Sorry, finally, can I just say this? We are not going to stand by and let our country be destroyed. We are not going to stand by and let our country be destroyed. There is strength in numbers. Unified, we will not be beaten. This is Ireland. This is Ireland, our Ireland, and we will fight like hell to save it. And we're going on a march now, and instead of chanting whose streets, our streets, chant whose country, our country, whose country, our country, whose country, our country. Okay, folks, we wonder people's organising.
Well, there you go. That was John Wilson talking about just 2,000, I think, going in there. We have Neil there on the bottom there. I'll just bring Neil up.
Hello.
Hello there, Neil. Hello. How are you?
Paul,
Hey,
how are you?
Neil,
All
how are
right?
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not about it. How are you doing? And
Well,
you
you're
just
good, yeah.
Neil, you're okay.
before I come on.
You're okay, Neil. There's not going to be an essay at the end.
Yeah, no, you're okay. You're good.
I know. How's things? All right.
We're doing
How
good.
are you?
Great. Not about it. Not about it.
I was watching your video earlier on, and I actually have it to show afterwards. You were reading from the paper earlier on about the 12 million been spent on transportation.
Which one was that now? 12
The
Oh,
one about
that
the
was. Oh, yeah.
taxis and the buses and the
Yes, yes. I remember doing.
the
Yeah.
iPads.
Yeah, we all know what's going on in this country. We all know what's going on. Yeah, I remember doing that video. Yeah, the 12 million. Someone that was I get a lot of stuff sent to me, a hell of a lot of stuff sent to me. Some I don't get to see, some I get to see. And depending on the day that's in it, if I'm working and it's crazy busy and I go home that night, I just go to bed. I can't look, I'm too tired. It just depends, you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But it's unbelievable when you think about it. Like you were saying in the video, that from February 2022, they were spending 12 million on taxis and buses. And you think about Harvey, couldn't even get an operation or an MRI scan, and 12 million is spent on iPads. It's just mental.
Did you see the video I did today about and I did say in the video, all children of the world need to be helped with a medical condition, and they need to be medically assessed if they have problems. But there's a lot of children coming in from Gaza getting treated over here when they come over straight, and their carers and their parents are coming up, so they're probably going to get put up as well in hotels or whatever. And we know we have homeless here, but people that are getting their children looked at down here who in Ireland that are on waiting lists, they have to pay in a hotel at night when their children is going into the Our Lady's Hospital. And the people that are coming over from Gaza, the mothers and the care, they more than likely don't have to pay when their children are getting looked at. And maybe the children are going above the queue. I don't know. I'm only saying. Do you know where I'm coming from?
Yeah. Oh, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And then you did another video today I was looking at about the Children's Hospital. Like, you were making the points that even if it does open next year, how many delays is there going to be?
Yeah, you know? I know. Well, they even have the staff for it, because I've been hearing in the car. I've been bringing people to and from Our Lady's Hospital. I've been bringing nurses and doctors from Our Lady's Hospital down to that new hospital who are already sort of learning, going in there, operating stuff and learning what the story is. And they've been telling me they don't have the staff for it. No, I'm only telling you what I've been told in the car. They've been telling me they don't have the staff for that hospital, and they reckon it's going to be a lot longer before it's open because the staff is not there to open. And the people in Our Lady, whether they're getting, as far as I know, they're getting moved from Our Ladies down to there, but they don't have the staff for that new hospital. That's what I've been told in the car. I'm not saying it's true or not true, but that's just.
And what are they saying to you? What are the doctors and nurses saying to you? Like, what else are they saying?
They're just, well, you know, I've got a few of them in the car, and basically they're all saying the same thing. They're being going down there. Been shown around the hospital, they've been shown the machines and shown this and shown that, and they've been told, like, you know, when it does open, they're not going to have the staff, and that's why they're trying to hold it back, because they haven't got the staff for it. It's a big hospital, and we all know, like, you know, they're behind on stuff from the doctors, nurse. We don't really have them here. A lot of them, you know, that are training. Like, I've got a lot of trainee nurses in the car, trainee junior doctors in the car, and they're not staying here when they're done. They're gone. They're getting out of this country. They're gone.
Well,
No, like,
the way
nobody
to
has
sort
anywhere
this.
to live in this country.
Well, this is exactly what they should have done, Neil, with this new hospital. They should have put up 2 apartment blocks beside it and given them to the nurses at a cost price or whatever else. That's what they should be doing with these hospitals and anything else, is putting out somewhere for these nurses to stay. Because we can't keep bringing in nurses and doctors from all around the world, you know what I mean? And another thing for that as well is 85% of claims that have gone through the HSE since 2018, 85% of them are foreign doctors and nurses. So there's none of our doctors and nurses staying here long enough. You know what I mean? They're just not staying here long enough. They can't buy a house. Indians can buy a house because of this Sharia tax that they don't pay any interest on it. We'd all love to be able to do that. You know what I mean? We'd all have 2 and 3 bleeding houses. You know what I mean? If we didn't have to pay interest.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is. Anyone that's buying now is Indian. That's it. Indian or Chinese. That's just the way it is.
That's right.
You know?
And there wasn't there a while ago, the average price in this city now was 600,000 or something, isn't that right?
Yeah. They said it was 5, but they reckon it's 6.
Yeah. Well, you know, either way, how do you pay that type of mortgage? How do you do that for 30 years? That's not living.
You don't have kids. That's it. You work 2 jobs and you don't have kids. That's it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mental.
You know.
Yeah.
And Neil,
it's a horrible country. It's gone. It's got my.
Sorry, go on ahead.
I'm freezing here. It took me. Everything is sort of freezing here. Like, you know, I was on a podcast the other night and it was freezing as well. No, you use StreamYard.
StreamYard, yeah.
I don't know what it is with StreamYard. It was freezing the other night. But go ahead anyway, Orla. Sorry.
So what I want to ask was, so a lot of people know that Neil is a taxi driver. So how are you finding things? Do you know, when all, because I spoke to you earlier on about this morning, how are you finding things?
Yeah.
You're obviously noticing an awful lot of foreigners are now driving taxis.
Yeah. I'd get it. Yeah. I've spoken to a few of them. And one of the main things they have said to me was they're getting abuse in the car. You know, because of the colour and because of the race, they're getting a lot of abuse in the car. And the other one was, well, they're still busy and they're still kept going. But the ones I talk to don't work nights. So I haven't really heard from nighttime taxi drivers yet. But I've heard, like, you know, not directly that it is at nighttime. A lot of different nationality drivers are getting abuse. But I haven't heard that directly. I've heard that sort of in around, like, you know. But during the day, like, I've been talking to a couple of non-national taxi drivers, and they are getting abused because of, you know, there is migrants coming into the country, and we know this, and they're getting picked on because of their colour and their race, which I don't agree with. These are working here, they're paying their tax, they're making a living here, they're doing their bits and pieces. You know, we all know we need migrants over here. We need doctors, nurses, cleaners. We need the whole lot to come over here, do their bits and pieces, do their work, pay their taxes, live here. That's fine. We know, but they are getting a bit of stick in regards of race and a bit of hassle. As we know, there, I done a video there last week. I think it was the week before, and it went viral. The taxi driver that got a bottle in the face, an Indian taxi driver, Pakistan or Indian he got it in the face in Ballymun.
Yeah,
you know, and that's, you know, it's getting that way. And what's happening is we're all turning against each other, because you have the left, you have the right, and then you have the migrants in the middle that are getting everything. And then, you know, some people are not getting what they should be getting, which we get that. And there is homeless out there, and there's people just coming directly here and they're going straight to a hotel, into a warm place, food free, transport free, the whole lot. You have to understand the Irish. You have to understand it. It's pissed off.
Oh yeah,
you know,
big time.
Yeah. And are
Liz
you
Pepper just put in there. Liz Pepper just put in. Sorry, Liz Pepper. Some taxis are living in iPass centres. Most are illegal. And I'm actually going to play that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got one there. I have one there. It's only 13 seconds. We'll just go with this for a second.
Go ahead.
There you go, farmer. All the taxis, well. All the taxis living in a bloody refugee centre. That says a fucking hell for you.
Yeah.
She's British. That's the British politician, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what's happening as well, Neil. Like there's some of these out illegally, or they're not. Like Paul,
Yeah.
Paul has gone for his taxi license a couple of times, and Paul, you tell the difference between you going and foreigners going for their license. Like this is very unfair.
Yeah, I don't hear this. I don't hear this order.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Paul.
we've been told that they only need to get 30% of a pass rate. And then I was told by another guy, they don't even need to do the test. They just need to sign 2 contracts. This is what I've been told. Now I'm trying to get this in this document, or I'm trying to find out all of this, but I failed mine the last time. I got 66%, not the last one, the one before it, and I got 71% this time. So I only lost out by 4% by one blatant question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest about it. There's no way a Pakistani fella coming into this country off a bleeding boat knows more about Dublin than I do. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it makes sense what you're saying. It does make sense what you're saying. You know, if they're passing it and you're not, it does make sense what you're saying. I've heard that, but as you say, Paul, I've no proof on that, and you've no proof on that either. Do you know what I mean? But I have heard it, but it does make sense what you're saying. You know, coming in and they're passing, and they're going, and you're failed it twice. Now, when I done my taxi license at 19 years ago, I failed it once. Then I went back in, I done it, and I passed it. But like, I failed it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was a taxi driver in from 95 to 2000. Like, you know what I mean? I had the badge, I just let it lapse. You know, so it's annoying.
But like even up in like, you know, up in City West and all iPass centres, there's trouble in them all, and it's coming out now. City West, like I think I've done a video. I'm not too sure now. There's trouble. I think it was 200 incidents in the last 6 months, and that worked out with 10. The Guardia were there 10 times average per week. It worked out in City West. That's only one iPass centre. What I will say is, and this is not a race thing. Cultures don't get on. Cultures don't mix. Like a hyena will never get on with a lion. A lion will never get on with a cheat. They just don't mix. It's the way they live. It's the way we live. It's nothing against, you'll say hello and all, how's it going when you're walking those, but it's the way people live. Some people don't like the way other people live, and some people don't like the way they live. And that's just a statistical, natural fact.
Yes. Yeah. And Paul will tell you as well, because we've brought this up a couple of times in the show, that he was talking to a garage man. And a garage man was telling him about how an Indian had brought in their car to get a service or to get fixed whatever was wrong. And the mileage on the car was unbelievable for the age. They couldn't get over it. And when they asked, they figured out they were a taxi driver. But what was happening was, so Neil, you go out, you do your shift, right? You go home, you go to bed, you have to sleep. But what's happening with them is they're going back. They're going out doing their shift, going back to the house. Right? And another one comes out that's living in the house, gets in the taxi, and off he goes. And this is happening the whole way, like the whole time. It's just one's hopping out of the house, getting into the car, and going, like they're going 24/7. Like the likes of an Irish person cannot keep up with that. I mean, when you go now, the amount of like foreign men driving taxis is unbelievable.
Yeah, it is.
I even see it down here in Carlow.
Yeah, you and Carl. Well, as a lot of taxi drivers left after the COVID, they say there's something like 23,000 licenses still active. They're active, but they're not being. A lot of them is not being used. Thousands is not being used since after the COVID. There is a lot more of a lot of the, you know, the lads that are there years and years, they've just gone after the COVID. The COVID made a big difference. A lot of lads retired and all that, and yeah, there is a lot more foreign lads I've seen than normal lads going around, you know, but whether they're legal or not, I don't know. But so there you go.
It has to impact your business though, would it not?
It doesn't impact mine. I'm with a company down halfway cabs, and it's like I normally go into work. I drop the wife into work about 7, half 7. The wife does the school kids meal, so she's off now till the end of August, so she's off the summer. And so I normally drop her into work about 7, half 7. So I'm normally at work about 8:30, and I normally leave about 5, half 5. So that's my day. You know, that's what my hours, if you understand what I'm saying. So it doesn't impact me because I'm with a company. And if they're quiet, I'll walk the street or I'll do something else, you know. So I have a routine. Do you know where I'm coming from? So at the moment, it's not impacting because thousands of taxi drivers have gone. And if there's more foreign drivers out there, they've more or less half replaced them, if you know what I mean, not completely replaced, because there is a shortage of taxis, if you ask me. There is a shortage of taxis still, if you ask me. Maybe there's no evidence of that, but I did say there is 23,000 licenses still active, I think, but they're not all working. Do you know what I'm saying? Since after the COVID, a lot of them retired after the COVID, and The transport, they made an absolute balls of the whole city. I can go into that if you want, what they're after doing with the city. I know exactly what they're after doing. And even me, going into work now, the city itself, if you look at every single traffic light in the country is brand new, right? And they're all designed to be red longer, green shorter. It's the greens, and they put cycle lanes, double cycle lanes nearly everywhere. They put poles everywhere. They've taken away the right, the right and the left filter lights, so you can turn right, turn left. So now you can't sort of go up, take a right, go up and take a left. You're stuck with the traffic, and they're doing this just to piss you off, to get you out of your car, onto a bike or onto a bus. It's absolutely delusional when the only way you can travel in this country is with a car, and they want you out of a car. And that's after pissing me off big time, because I'm sick of stop starting. I'm stop starting more now, but 90% more. And I don't like it anymore. And they're after ruining it on me. And they're stopping cars now, even going into Dublin. And even when I go into Dublin and someone hails me down in Dublin, I'm after dropping somebody in the city, when I'm coming out, I'm not picking them up on the way out, because I don't know where they're going. If someone says to me in Dame Street, I'm going to Lee Street or Bagot Street, the thoughts of it with the lights, the no turns here, no turns there, get me out of here.
And Neil, do you have anything on your car to identify as an Irish driver? Because I know there's a lot of women out there saying now they don't want to get into a taxi with a foreign, with a foreign man, that prefer, an Irish man. And I was saying, I know there's a taxi driver down here in Carlow, and he has like the flag up, a small flag. Somebody else was saying they weren't allowed to put it up. Have you anything on your taxi? Or if you don't, are you allowed to put anything up, just indicating that you are Irish?
I don't know, but I wouldn't put one up. I would never do that. I just, when you get in the car, I'm sitting here, they're sitting there, and I've just me taxi signed up, Neil Murray, taxi driver, the sort of ID card. But I don't think you're allowed to put that up. They will say it's racist, they will say that. But I do get a lot of people in the car. Don't get me wrong, before I go any further, there is a lot of good foreign drivers out there. There is a lot of good foreign drivers there. And there is a lot of good Irish taximen out there, but there's some bad foreign drivers and there is some bad Irish taxi drivers. There is a mix. But I wouldn't put sign-ups. No way, I wouldn't do it. I don't think you're allowed. I could be wrong.
Yeah, somebody was kind of saying that, but I know there's a guy down here in Carlow. Now, it's not it's only like a sticker kind of thing, but it's an Irish flag. So if I walk by that taxi, I'm going to know that an Irish man is driving that taxi.
Yeah, well,
there's a lot of women feeling very unsafe now.
Yeah, it is. He could make up something else and say he has it there for a different reason. You could say that. There is a lot of women do get in my car and say, they go the long way, to do this, to do that. And you just listen, You just listen. I had to wait to tell you all, Paul. The taxi I haven't stopped the taxi regulator in about 15 years since I've seen the taxi regulator. And it goes up to the airport last week. I dropped the customer off, and I get down and I took the case out with that me door open, the terminal 1, me door open. I said, how are you? I said, I can't pick up here. Says, says the taxi regulator. Oh, I says, right. I said, jump in. I says, as you can see, everything's up to date. Says, he says, I fucking love you. He says, you're marvelous on TikTok.
Deadly.
Susie, the wife fucking loves you. It's great to meet you. So there you go.
I know, yeah.
And how is your poor long-suffering wife, Lorraine?
She's great, Lorraine. Lorraine is magic. God Almighty. She doesn't mind what I do. She what I do. She enjoys what I do, and it's no harm. And once I enjoy it, she just enjoys that I enjoy doing it. I do no harm. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it, Paul. I enjoy doing it all. I really do. It's something. It's me dad. My dad's still alive, and I always remember my dad waking up every morning saying to me, "Ma, good morning, Katie."
Yeah.
And yes, and I always remember my dad doing funny things, and I'm sort of copying him, but I'm improving more because of the internet. You know what I'm saying? Watching stuff and then doing it. You know where I'm coming from?
Yeah. I know what you mean. And just out of curiosity, because you're talking to so many people throughout the day, what are you hearing a lot of from people in the taxis? What are their worries?
Cost of living. Dunn stores have gone crazy. Super Value's gone crazy. Lidl and Aldi's gone crazy. I've got a lot of people in the car that I've actually diverted them to Lidl and Aldi. And I know Super Value and Dunn's, they are gone absolutely ridiculous, money wise, and that's where I'm hearing as well. people's children moving away because they can't get a house here and they can't live here properly, and obviously they don't want to live with their parents because that's life, you know. A cub won't stay with its mother, a lioness for forever, like, you know, and they just want to go, and we all wanted to go years ago as well, and they're just moving out and they're going. And you know, I got a guy in the car the other day, he's doing his leave, he says when he's out, he's finished leave, when he goes to college, he's gone out here as well. A lot of them are just going out and they're getting out here, and as I say, the cost of living is just absolutely, and plus as well, the trouble that's going on in the country, what's going on with the migrants and what's going on medically as well, like, you know, the health system. A lot of people give out about that, but the migrants, a lot of people are afraid to you want to see the amount of private messages I do get. I just couldn't put them out there.
I'm the same.
Couldn't put them out.
Yeah.
I couldn't put, yeah, you're probably the
Yeah.
same, Paul. You couldn't put them out there, but that's the story anyway. Fearing going out at night time. Should look at all the towns, Paul, or look at all the towns. I'm not saying all migrants are causing trouble, but there is a lot of more trouble since the migrants that are not that are illegal. Now we need legal ones over here, but the ones that are illegal coming over, some of them have caused an awful lot of trouble in towns, and they've no passports, they've no this, they've no that. We don't know their background. People are terrified to walk out, and that's
well, there's your man last week that got the 3 months that Val exposed. Val done the video down on the East Wall 3 weeks ago of the girl, the jogger. Yeah. Well, it seems that fella has 27 aliases. He's been done for sexual assault in the UK twice. He got out of prison and he never said he was, you know, like, we don't know who these people are. Like, come on. Like, listen, we've enough of our own here. It's like just how the Irish lads have taken a break or something. They took a Kit Kat or something here, because it doesn't seem to be any Irish lads doing anything wrong at the moment. I know there is, probably there is, but it's more or less highlighted that it's migrants, you know what I mean? And in the courts, 75% of people in the courts are foreign nationals. And like, that's the facts of it all, you know?
I didn't know that now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah.
So, here, Paul, this is all going on, all right. Now, even Trump, I like Trump. I don't know what your feelings is on Trump.
Yeah, I don't like Trump.
Yeah, okay. He said, Europe, get your act together because there's too many migrants in Europe. He's all in trouble. It's going to go haywire. I haven't taken anything in a long, long time. Why is our government so delusional and incompetent? The same all Europe. Why are they letting people in that we do not know, that are not willing to work, that want to live off the state? Why are they letting them type of people in? Like, why don't they tell the European Union, excuse the language, fuck right off. You can give us what fine you want, we're not paying it. And do what Poland does. I don't give a fuck what you give me, all right? There's been no burglaries, no rapes, no robberies, no assaults here. We're not taking any of them in, we don't know them. If we know them and they have all that credentials, we let them in, that's fine. Why aren't our delusional, gobshite government not doing that? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
We have highlighted on this show, Neil, like, you know, I put it up my Facebook page as well. There has been several men come into this country that have convictions or have warrants out for their arrest for rape, murder, terrorism. Do you know? Like, we're not lying about it. These are articles in the news that have been up in court and everything like that. You know, and we're not lying about anything. You know, and I see there was a bit of a smart comment there saying about race baiting, right? The questions I'm asking you, Neil, are the ones that I see up on X, that I see up on Facebook, where people are asking the same questions. And because you are a taxi driver, you're able to, you know, you're able to answer them honestly and give your opinion about what you're hearing from people in the back of the car. We know that there's plenty of Irish out there that cause problems, but there is definitely an issue with men coming into this country that are not vetted. Nobody knows who they are. There's too many coming into this country as well, because we don't have the infrastructure. We don't have the schools, the healthcare, the housing. You know, they're going on about, you know, we'll say the housing crisis. Like, they keep going on about, oh, we don't have enough supply. It's because there's too much demand. You cannot ever have enough supply to keep up with the demand of all these people coming in. And remember, our old pal, Roderick O'Gorman, promised these people that they'd get a house in 4 months' time when he sent out his 150 million tweets in different languages. Like, it's just, what about our 16,000 Irish homeless, you know?
And there is delusional people out there that believe that, you know, they should be let into the country. Illegal migrants should be let into the country. They have no passport. They have criminal backgrounds. They believe they should be let into this country. They believe you're being racist by not letting them in. That doesn't make sense what they're saying.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't exactly, Paul. It makes no sense because we don't want, like, I'm not letting anybody into my house that I do not know. If I know them and they're my cousin, and
Exactly.
I will let them in. It's not a race thing. We have lovely Nigerians living next door to us. They're absolutely wonderful people. But like, I'm not going to go for a drink with them. I'm not going to go for a drink because it's just the way it is. But I get on very well with them, you know. And they're here legal and they're all working and they're paying that tax, and it's great. It's grand out about it. But people that believe you should let migrants in here, that have criminal backgrounds, that have no passport, I can't say anymore. We can't say anymore on that. It doesn't make sense.
No,
it doesn't.
And we've seen all the videos of them coming off the boats. Like,
It's
how
a true,
those
truth
people?
there.
They're not fetid. Nobody has an idea who they are when they're getting off a boat.
Yeah.
Like, it's just madness.
Do you ever listen to Charlie Kirk?
Watch him all the time, yeah.
Yeah, he's brilliant, isn't he, Paul?
Yeah.
I watch him every single day, and you should watch Candace Owens as
I
well.
do. I
Michael
watch
Nolan,
Candace too. Yeah.
and Ben Shapiro. Yeah. They're
I
all
watch
like,
Ben as well, yeah.
they're all common sense people.
Yeah.
They're common sense people. That's what they are.
Yeah. People will tell you that it's all about the Jews and everything with them, you know what I mean? So, you know, you say, you talk about one person, then it's the Jews. You talk about someone else, then you're a Nazi. It's a vicious cycle, like, you know what I mean? It really is, you know?
And then I watch Piers Morgan every day as well. He'll get you.
I tell you, Vincent Brown was just saying that, or exit. Yeah, we need to get out of Europe. That's it. We can't be having this country run by bureaucrats, unelected bureaucrats in the EU. You know, your woman said they're getting voted back in. It's selected back in. Von der Leyen.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Ursula von der Leyen, yeah. That's her.
Von der Leyen. What do they call it? Liar. Von der Leyen.
On the lawyer, yeah.
But you see, this is the problem. Like, do you know what I mean? Brussels is dictating everything, and our government are going yes or no, or 3 bags full. Like,
yeah,
they don't care about Irish people.
Like, why they don't look? Seeing this today now, backlogs pushed entire asylum system to brink. I done a video on this. This is in the Irish Mail. I done it out of the Sun. The entire system for managing asylum applications came close to collapse last year as senior officials warned backlogs were quickly reaching unimaginable levels. Common fucking sense prevailed when they were coming over. This was going to happen. No room, as you said, Orla. We don't have the infrastructure, schools, dentists, doctors. We don't have it. It's in the papers there, the Sun and the Daily Mail today, and the big write-up on it. And my papers have to fall. I'm not bending it down my back sore.
But it's true. It's a common sense approach. But there is no common sense. They have the doors wide open. They're welcoming them in, and yet there's 16,000 of our own lying on. Like, I don't mean literally lying on the streets, but they don't care about the Irish. They don't care about all the children that are on waiting lists, waiting for assessment. They don't care about the elderly. Like, there was recent articles put out there, and I saw messages up on X, and it was absolutely heartbreaking, Neil. Like, I don't know if you get many elderly in your taxis, and there were there was people in lines, and they were just saying, they were looking, you know, they could see what the elderly had in their baskets, and it was like food that was nearly out of date, and then they were taking stuff out of their basket because they couldn't afford it. Like, this is our elderly. How situation is that okay?
I don't know. Look at, you know, they're a selfish, incompetent crowd here. They know for a fact if one of their family gets sick, they'll go straight to the hospital. They'll be seen to straight away. They know for a fact if one of their children starts, you know, hasn't got money, they'll feed that children. They give them money. They're not in this world. They don't know what it's like. They don't care, and that's just that, you know. How did they get voted back in? I don't know. We don't know, Paul. Or we don't know how they got voted back in. I haven't a clue.
Listen,
that was. There's no way they won the votes that they got. I'm being honest with you. Like, there's no way. I don't care what anyone says. I no.
I seen this today. Where's that now? Hold on a second. I done my studying before I came on. I said I just went over. I just went over these Beck and Dempsey and make peace.
Well, actually, Neil, I've changed my mind. There will be a 10-page essay at the end of this.
Yes, I done this today. Mum of child with scoliosis tells of anger of hearing of Harvey's death. Now, this is basically, see this girl here?
Yeah.
She has scoliosis. It's basically a mother saying she's more or less scared. The mother of an 11-year-old girl repeatedly let down by Children's Health Ireland has said she hugged her daughter like never before. When little Harvey Morrison and Sherrod died last month, there were a lot of parents in this country now worried sick
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the poor little Harvey. God love him, poor little Harvey. They're all worried sick because this government is not looking after the children, except from coming from other countries. I'm not.
Well, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look after your own. Like, I think he brought 9 kids in listen, I'm all for helping people, but you help. Charity begins at home. Charity begins at home. You look after your own. People wouldn't be as bad if our own homeless were all looked after and housed and whatever, but they don't want that. They want to keep this going. And, you know, that's what they want. They want everyone. Any of these iPass centres that are going into any estates, they're going into working class estates. They're not going into D4 or D6 or Dalkey or Killiney. They're going into our estates, and it's our kids and everyone else that has to worry about these problems. Not theirs, you know what I mean?
Some of these iPass centres, Paul, they're being based as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't know where they are. You don't know where they are.
Up on the back road there at Clonshock now, there's one of them, a big B&B there. It's a big, huge one that's being used on the Clonshock back road. And then be up beside the football pitch, the AUL, you know, the out there on the basket. There's another one out there being used. Like, they're all being thrown. And I'm surprised because there's travellers out there. There's a big travellers thing out there as well. So, I don't know.
You know, when they come over here, Paul, you think about sitting in your house, you think about going for a walk every day and not working, and think about, you know, you'll end up getting bold and getting into trouble with the police, and this is what's happening with them all. They're doing nothing. And like that, I done a video the other day saying that if the iPass people, the migrants are working, they have to pay rent on the hotel room. I didn't know they were allowed to work, were they? If there's no passport or anything.
I don't. But they're giving out PPS numbers like they're playing Smarties. Like, seriously, like, everyone has a PPS number. Yeah. Like, you have a PPS number within 3 days. They have them within 3 days.
Fucking hell.
I was talking to a guy in the Intrio place. I call it the Labour, but it's called Intrio or whatever. And he said it to me that it's gone up nearly 600% in the last 12 months, the workload that they have there now. Yeah. And you go in there. If you forget to sign on and you go in there, be prepared to be in there for 2.5 hours, mate, because that's it. And be prepared to be the only Irishman in there, you know?
Yeah, I actually had a Paul, just what you're saying there. When people talk about stuff, it comes to mind with people in the car. I actually had a woman in the car who left her job because she just couldn't take it anymore. The abuse. Now, I'm only telling people what I've heard. The abuse from the foreign people in there was crucial. That if the glass or something wasn't there, they'd have been taken by the throat. The abuse was, I want me money. I want me money. Give me money now. The Irish, I don't know whether it's just us, whether we're just too nice and we can't take people not being nice to us, or should we be the other way around? Like, just be like, give me this, I want this, I want that. Because we always say thanks, thank you very much. Even on the phone, say it, bye. Who says bye first? Bye.
Yeah.
I'm saying bye all night. See you later, bye.
I did it last year. Okay, I was in there. Was it last year? I was in 2023. It could have been. It was. See, I was made redundant in the end of 2022, so it meant I didn't get any social welfare for 3 months or 4 months or something. And then I had to jump through hoops for it. And then I got it in the June. But it was only for 9 months, which meant going into 2024, it was in April, then they cut me off it. They said, that's your 9 months. So I was gone off it from April till October again. I couldn't get it, and this, that, and the other. It was just... So I'm in and out, and nobody had helped me. Every time I went there, well, no, there's nothing I can do about it. You can't get it. You can't get this. And I lost it one day there. I said, listen, I said, what happens? I said, if I jump up here with a blade and start running amok in here, I said, that's a cry for help because of my social welfare. I said, it happened in the airport. I said, it happened to the last fella as well. I said, if I do that now, I said, well, I get looked after. I'm not messing, Neil. Within 10 minutes, I was sorted. Within 10 minutes, your man come over. He said, let's see what we can do for you, Mr. Fitzsimons. And within 10 minutes, I had social welfare. I'm being honest with you. Yeah.
But look what you had to do, Paul. Look what you had to do. Fight for your own money out of your own country, out of the work you did from years ago, to fight for that money. Look what you had to do.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheney, Mac, I don't know.
I don't know. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And actually, just when you were talking there about illegally working, you have to remember as well, I was up last week at the Dublin Horse Show. We stayed over in a hotel, right? And it was out in Clondalkin. And on the last night, we were in the restaurant and I saw 2 Irish workers. The whole time I had been there, it was all foreigners, right? They looked Indian, from reception to who was in the restaurant to who was just wandering around. They all just seemed to be Indian. And, you know, it just makes you think as well, like every time you go in now, would say to a lot of Circle K's, Apple Greens and all these places, again, they're all foreign workers. But more than likely, this is all cheap labor as well. It's probably cheaper to pay them or they will work for less than an Irish person. And like, that's a serious issue as well.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Look at the country's backward. It's crossway. It's just. I said it before. You need a lot of people to walk into that door. The guards need to stand back, walk into the door, walk them out, stick a right wing to centre government in there, and then just get the guards to go back to work and change the country completely. It needs to be completely changed. I could be delusional in saying that, but we all know it needs to be changed completely.
Yeah.
Someone's asking who's the new bloke. Who's the new bloke?
Yeah, I'm the good looking taxi driver. How's it going?
Yeah, my sister said it to me. See, you know Neil. Like, you know him from Dooneycarney or whatever. You from Dooneycarney or around there or whatever. I used to go to school in Dooneycarney. I went to school in Dooneycarney.
You did you know? I didn't, Paul. I'm from Ballyfermot or Clondalkin. No.
No, I went to school in Dooneycarney, yeah. Somebody
said
it to me. That I don't know why they said I'd know you, but I don't know.
Like,
somebody's cousin. Somebody's cousin or something like that or whatever.
I've cousins and fingers, all right, yeah, but look, so that's you have a lot of left wing messages.
We get loads of stuff in here. We just go with everything.
I only copped that message there about a minute ago. So there's all the messages there now. Very good. It's a good show, though, wasn't it? You have it. It's my first time seeing, and it's a good system. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Sometimes you miss a few messages, and the lads give out to you, you know. But like, it's me that's doing the messages here. You know what I mean? There's nobody. Usually Martin comes in and helps, but it's been a while since they've been here.
Yeah, we're doing our best, Neil. We're trying to get it out, you know, as much information as we can. We put up a lot of videos and articles and different things like that. But like, are you finding much of a change over the last few months in the taxi with people complaining? Like, are you finding more anger? You know, I know you mentioned about the cost of living, but is there anything else that people are talking about, or are you finding much of a change?
The 3 things: the cost of living, talking about migrants, and the medical, the medical type stuff. That's the main 3 things, really. The cost of living, like, and the taxi fares as well that went up. People giving out the taxi fares as well, and I think it's our fault. But the way I do it with the taxi fares, normally locals are a tenner. It might be 10.80. I always say 10, or if it's 9.80. I always say 9 €. I always do that. But like, I've heard. I got into a taxi once before. I think it was last year, and it was a foreign lad, Nigerian lad, nice fella, and it was 10.20, and he fucking wanted the 10.20. So hold on, wife, you got 20 cents? She said, no, it's at home in me purse. Feck off.
He looked for the 20 cent. No way, man.
Yeah. He wanted it. I couldn't believe it. I said I was going to give you 11, but there's your 20 cents. No, that's basically it, I think, really. See, a lot of my people will be regulars, like around Crumlin, Drimnagh, Kimmage, Rafarnham, Walkinstown. A lot of regulars. Like, I got a lot of old folk in the car, like, going to the hospital, and I feel like I'm a carer sometimes.
Yeah.
And what happens is the old folk, you have to feel for them.
You have to crack with them, of course.
Yeah, you pull up in the car and you ring them. Hello, taxi outside. Oh yeah, just give me a few moments. I won't be too long. So with that, they open the door, and they're standing at the door with their Zimmer frame, looking at you. In other words, come up and give me a hand.
Yeah. Deadly.
Well, yeah, you're lucky, But that's it now. Ireland's in trouble. We're all in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just unbelievable. I actually sent Paul on a video to play, right? And actually, Paul, do you want to put it up? It's only a couple of seconds. Wait till you see this, Neil. It's the Indians celebrating Independence Day over in England, as you do.
As you do, yeah.
As you do.
Is this the one from Michael McCarthy?
Yes. It's only a couple of seconds long.
No, that's 2 minutes long.
Oh no, it shouldn't be, is it? Hold on, sorry.
Hold on there. I'll have a look, Orla. Don't worry.
He just can't keep up, Neil. And
I
he'll
No,
can
no,
keep
you
up,
can't.
all right. I can keep up, all right.
He's getting old.
No,
No,
geez,
no.
you're getting old. You don't clean your teeth, you count them.
Yeah.
Sorry, actually, Paul, my apologies. It's 2 minutes and 4 seconds, but
There
it
you
just
go.
shows the state of
There you
England.
go. Yeah, there you go. Right,
Listen,
I'll
you're
play
not
this
going
and
to be
we'll come
told
back.
very often you're right, Paul. So, like, take it when you
No,
can.
yeah, even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
14th of August vibes. Even the police officers joined in. Of course they would. They were also involved when they were raping and torturing children. This is Pakistan Independence Day being celebrated in Manchester, England. And someone said Manchester's children have been abused en masse by predominantly Pakistani rape gangs. Even just last month, GMP, which is Greater Manchester Police, revealed they're investigating 1,000 plus rape gang suspects. And just like in all the testimony, all the information that came out, the police hide these crimes and in ways that would shock most people. I'll give one story. One of these groups was gang raping a young girl. The father, the dad of this young girl, went to try to stop it, to try save his daughter. The police arrested him. They allowed that to continue, what was being done to the child continue, and they kept the father away. They intervened and arrested the father. The father was brought back to the police station. He was let go, but the father went straight back and tried to help again to get these men off his daughter and to bring the daughter home. The police came back again and arrested him. And this gives you an idea of just how bad all this was going on. Thousands of young white children were being gang raped by these Pakistani grooming gangs. Social workers were involved, police were involved, so much so that some police raped these children. They arrested fathers who tried to stop it, and they obviously protected all these Pakistanis because it's all one big group. And now you have them celebrating their Independence Day on the street in England after doing this to thousands of children.
I seen a video the other day, Orla, on Facebook. I turned it off. It was either an Indian guy or a guy from Pakistan beating the shit out of his child on the bed. Did you see that?
No.
I'm starting to get into a stage. I think I said it the other day. I'm getting to a stage when I go onto Facebook, all I'm looking at is violence. If it's not migrants beating up Irish or Irish beating up migrants or gang fights or girls fighting girls, girls fighting men, men fighting girls or gang fights or whatever I said, that's all you're seeing now on videos, and it's all you're seeing now. I've never experienced that in my life. Now, I know people say, well, some of that is in England. It doesn't matter. I've never seen that much in my life.
It's everywhere now. Everywhere.
It's everywhere, Paul, isn't it? It's everywhere.
Yeah.
As I said, I've never seen like that. Every time I go on, there's a new video of someone either fucking in their J's fluid, walking on naked, or someone getting bed up for looking at children, or there's gang fights or migrants fighting different race people.
I know, it's crazy. Someone's going, you up the valley from there myself, all this talk, and in 4 years if we still talking, nothing happening, it makes me sick.
He's right.
I don't know, Johnny. We'll see.
He's probably right, Paul, because if this government could be still there, whoever's voting them still back in, I don't know. The thing is, Paul, right? If we wanted to do something about, unless we just to march in and walk them out, if you do something like me, if I put my hand on someone or say something, I won't get a taxi license again. So you can't do anything. You'll never get another job. You have a criminal record or something if you do something wrong. That's where they have us, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I put in for loads of jobs, right? And because of this thing that's hanging over me, I was done last year for non-compliance. And you can clearly see in the video where I say to him, of course I'm going to comply. I'm not going to let you fucking idiots put me in the back of a Mariah. If that's not complying, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? And the judge still done me on non-compliance. But I have the appeal. Well, I'm telling you now, I have to put it on. You have to put it on these if you're applying for jobs. that you have been in trouble or you have this, and if you don't put it on, well then you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, you know.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
that's
it's a
why.
nightmare. Like.
That's why if I was even to go into a protest, if someone see me, the Gardaí in Portlaoise, when I'm renewing my license, it's up in 2 years' time. If they just see that, one of them will just come up with something and say we can't renew it.
Yeah. That's what
That's
they
where
do
they
now.
have us, you know what I mean, Paul?
That's what they do. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
So
And I've seen it firsthand.
It's just shocking when you see that video there over in London, like, and the police and everything are there out dancing on the streets pretty much with them. Like, when you think about walking around there with the rape gangs and everything like that, it's absolutely shocking. And like, they've taken over London. Like, London is not for the English. There's nearly no English left in London. It's absolutely shocking.
Well, they reckon there's 65% are foreign nationals in London. It's been taken over by.
65%.
Is it 65%? I'm sure. 65.
Yeah. Well done. But they're saying like by 2050 here, we'll be like a spot on a domino walking down the street.
Yeah. That's it. Now
but
that's been proven.
I just want to get it out there before get it out there. I get a lot of different nationalities in the car that are going to work and that are going home. And we all need all this, just to let you know, we all need all this. But illegal migrants coming in here, okay, it's not on. And that's all I'll say. Illegal migrants, it's not on.
Yeah. But the only thing as well is we have to cap, the legal ones coming in, because we just can't have a free-for-all, because they're letting more and more people, even if they are legal, like, it's still, we don't have the infrastructure for these people. Like, we just don't, especially when our own can't get houses.
But the government believe we have. They believe they're not seeing what's happening in towns. They're not seeing it. They're probably not even getting reports. But sure, there was a question said to Micheál Martin there a while ago about the Gardaí going around to these asylum-seeking IPAS centres and asking them to join the Gardaí. Micheál Martin said he didn't know anything about that.
Yeah. Should we've seen the videos. Did he think we're
there.
stupid? Like, do they think we're fucking thick?
They do, but they know.
I haven't seen that.
This is what I'm saying, Paul. They know we can't say that and we can't do it. And even if we throw something at Micheál Martin, a bleeding stick or a balloon with water in it, you'll be seeing on cameras and you'll be caught.
Oh, yeah, of course you will. You get 12 months for it. I'm just going to say that someone's Dublin Snob has just put in that Mel Sutcliffe Quanta Capital's development at Capure, 14 houses built without planning permission and used for asylum seekers, has received funding from the Department of Integration. For anyone who doesn't know who Mel Sutcliffe is the kingpin of the IPAS centres. He owns loads of IPAS centres, nearly all of them. Quanta Capital. He owns He owns everywhere, and nobody is going after Mel Sutcliffe. Nobody. Gavin Pepper has been the only one who has called out Mel Sutcliffe. I'm being honest with you, and we've called him out a few times on the show. What?
Well, Nick Delahanty needs to do a video on him.
Yeah, but there's none of them doing videos on him. That's the thing. This is what gets me. Yeah. He owns Brixton as well. Yeah.
What's that other guy? He's brilliant. I do watch him. I forget I forget his name. I forget the name of the thing he's on. I do watch him. He's from the country. Has a bit of spirit. He just talks in front of the camera and he goes.
Mick the Gay.
Yeah. He's brilliant. Yeah, he's brilliant.
Very
and
good.
He gets one of ours. Yeah.
These lads, I praise these lads because they obviously, they have a good set of balls, and where if they get caught, they obviously, I don't know, if you ask me, they have money behind them, because if they have a license for some sort of a job, they may not be able to renew it. They're doing so much, which is brilliant in what they're doing, and I get what they're doing, but I wouldn't have them type of balls to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I'm unemployed.
What do you say, Paul?
That's why I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
Speaking of the git, I'm going to play the git here now. This is 2:20, so we'll come back and talk about this in a minute. I'm going to stick on the kettle there for a minute. So, yeah.
No such thing as an unvetted migrant to Ireland. Brute who attacked female jogger in Dublin Park revealed as gender-fluid sex offender. You've probably seen the videos on social media at the time. A brute who pleaded... Let's change that. A foreigner who pleaded guilty to attacking a female jogger can now be revealed as a gender-fluid sex offender who has 27 aliases that tried to pose as a minor. Last week, the accused was sentenced to 3 months in prison for attacking the young woman near Fairview Park on the East Wall Road on July 26th. During that appearance at Cloverhill District Court on August 6th, he was sentenced under the name Haida Hamad. But yesterday it emerged the accused has multiple identities and was previously convicted of sexually assaulting a woman in the UK in 2022. This ultimately prompted his latest appearance via video link at Cloverhill District Court yesterday for breaching the Sex Offenders Act for failing to tell authorities his address. He pleaded guilty to the offence and was convicted under the name Yusuf Churgoy, which is the same name he was convicted under for the UK sex attack. During mitigation, his solicitor Darren Gray told the court the defendant was in Ireland for 2 years. Mr Gray said that their client was gender fluid, fled the Syrian war, had a partner in London with 2 children. The court heard across all aliases he had 20 convictions, and that's just convictions, folks. The court heard the accused had 8 total convictions in the UK under various different names and identities. It's understood he came to Ireland where he was convicted of a number of offences including burglary in Cork and put behind bars in the Midlands prison for 11 months in January 2024. So he's been here 2 years and he's already been in prison for 11 months. Who remembers this headline from the time? Fingerprint of Cork prison inmate matches 27 different names across England and France. Cork District Court heard that the 29-year-old Syrian man's fingerprint was cross-checked through Interpol. The accused was convicted of these offences under the name Yusuf Angelina. After his release from the Midlands, he went on to commit theft in Wexford. The court also heard that Gardaí have still not been able to accurately determine his true identity and they're not even sure of his nationality. That's ridiculous. They also said after his release he can't be deported because they don't know where he's from and don't know where to deport him to. Well, we know he came from England and France, so deport him to one of them countries. Start there. Or deport him to Syria if he says he's from Syria. See how long he lasts there. Deport him to Timbuktu for all I care. Start to protect our women and children from these monsters.
Paul, I know him well. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. But the guy I'm talking about, his first name is Stephen.
Oh, 3 books.
He goes around the iPass centres looking for the managers to talk to them.
Stephen Delaney, is it?
Is that him, is it?
No.
He's brilliant. I forget the name of his website. He's brilliant. He's on TikTok.
The Irish Inquiry. The Irish Inquiry.
That's
Kerr,
it.
is it?
Yeah,
Stephen
him and
Kerr,
Suzanne.
That's it.
Yeah, him and...
Do you know him?
Stephen Kerr.
Yeah, I know Stephen. Yeah, I know
He's good,
Suzanne
isn't he?
as well. Yeah, brilliant.
He's very
Brilliant.
good. Him and Suzanne Delaney, yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. Mick the Git's very good as well. And then you have, I thought you were talking about, do you know the guy that goes by 3 bucks? He's always gone on about the Guinness. He calls out stuff as well. He does it in a kind of a comedy way as well, but like he's getting his across. Like, that's what I was just about to say there. Like, it doesn't matter how people are doing it, right? As long as you know, people are putting stuff out there and trying to get the message across, you know, that's all that matters, because there's plenty of people out there are staying silent. Like, I would have family members and I would have friends who would be completely against what's going on, but they don't speak about it. They don't mention anything. They won't even share posts, but like they'll give out to me about it, but they won't put anything out there. And then they say, oh, well, fair play to you, Orla, for putting it out there. But it's not up to me to put everything out there. Like, it can't be just up to a few of us. You know,
I'm the same. You send stuff off, and Joyce actually said it to me last week. You send stuff off to your friends and you get a thumbs up. What's a bleeding? What good is a thumbs up? You know what I mean? Thumbs up means nothing, like, you know what I mean? Like, sort shit out, go out and have a look and tell other people about it, you know?
Yeah, the thumb is getting obsolete now. I have some sort of an avatar where I'm doing like that, you know, or something different. Where it means something to the person rather than the blue thumb or the yellow thumb. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so that's it. So, you know, a couple of Americans in the car the other day, you know, and they go to the Guinness storehouse and say, "Sir, we want to go to the Joanna storehouse."
Joanna's.
I said, "Where do you want to go?" "We want to go to your Joanna's. We heard it's a lovely drink."
Stop. The Yanks are something else, isn't he? The Yanks
can we go to Bachelor's Quay?
Bachelor's Quay,
So that's
I used to work with a fella. I used to work with a fella, like, and he came from South Africa, right? And he was selling Bruce. He's a big huge fella. And we had a girl worked for us called Grania, you know, and he used to call her Grainy, you know, Grainy. And she used to say, "My name is Grania." Well, it's fucking spelled Grainy. Okay, so I'm gonna say Grainy.
And if you notice as well, the Americans actually say it the way it's spelled, like stupid and Tuesday. They, you know, they say, if they're having Smithix, I love your Smitherix.
They're just some of them are crazy.
And how are you finding, we'll say, tourism? Because like it's down 30%. Like, are you noticing the difference?
Well, I tell you, I don't really deal with tourism anymore. It's mostly all the locals where I am. But I have heard, like, you know, when I have got tourists in the car, every now and again I might get them in, but I don't specialize in it because I'm not in town. And I've heard a lot of them saying, like, they found it very hard getting places, hotels. And especially when I've got tourists from the country, they'd have to look to get somewhere to stay because they're all full up. Where they're looking for. I have heard that, and as I say, sometimes I go into the conversation and sometimes I don't bother, I think, eventually, if this keeps up, a lot of hotels will be full and nobody, they took Mosney. They took Trabolgan. We used to go to Trabolgan every year religiously, me, the wife and the kids, every October for a week, the weekend, the Halloween weekend. I don't know where the Pebble Beach Homes is gone now, down Tramore, I don't know where they're going. They've taken everywhere.
Everywhere.
And everywhere. Where do you, like me and the wife, when we're going anywhere, it's just to a hotel for one night and that's that. And sometimes you're going, booked out. And what do? We look for somewhere,
200 quid a night. 200 quid a night, like.
That's
remember
what
years ago you used to be able to fuck off for 40 quid, 80 quid for 2 nights, and 95 with an evening meal or so. That was when it was brilliant, like,
Yeah. But look, as Paul, this country's gone so bad living in every way at all. Like, it's gone so bad, it's going to get worse and worse because we have an incompetent government in there who just do not care and don't know what's going on properly in this country.
Yeah, 100%. And then we were showing videos the other day of we were just saying about Muir Street and how sad it is to see the way Muir Street is gone. Like, that's the real old heart of Dublin. That needs to be brought back, vegetable stands and everything like that,
Yeah, it's really gone Muir Street, and they give you an excuse for it, the way it's gone. They'll give you an excuse why it's gone that way, and they'll tell you it's all right, people are working and, this and that. They'll give you an excuse for it. They always have them, but it's gone. It's gone.
Eddie Powell just put in there, Trabolgan is being renovated. That's the only reason they took them. They took them in. They want it back by the end of the year as a holiday centre. So, it's had to be renovated to put them all up. So, it'll be a holiday centre by the end of the year. Happy days.
Yeah. I heard that 3 years ago.
Have you seen Mosney, like how it's updated?
I was sorry, Earl, my apologies, sorry. I was told that 3 years ago. I done a video 2-3 years ago talking to a girl down there in Trabolgan, a staff member. I went over to her and I asked her, because I'm at the hearing they're closing down next year. Do you know what the story is? So she, as far as I know, they're putting migrants in here. Yeah. That's what she told me. But she said to me, they're telling everyone they're renovating it. No, I'm only telling you what I've been told. I'm not saying that chap is wrong. I'm not saying he's wrong. That's what more than likely probably is right, but that's what I was told.
Yeah.
Pebble Beach is still there, but you'd get a month away for the price of a few nights there. They wanted to build apartments there, but thankfully it was stopped for now.
Very good. So it's still there, Well, it's still there, Pebble Beach is great. We used to go down there every summer. Trabolgan, the kids are older now, so they bring us down in fucking wheelchairs soon.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about Mosney. Like, have you actually seen what Mosney looks like? We did a video there only recently on it, and you should see the money that has been pumped into it. And they even have their own healthcare, their own doctor and nurse and everything there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video that you're telling me about, but I've heard about it. I've heard about it all right. Yeah, they've security and all down there at the gates.
All the schools and everything. Schools and everything they have. Yeah.
Right, well, my wife, I think, is calling me. I want a cup of tea before you go and a ham sandwich.
Thanks for coming on, Neil. Fair play to you, mate. We'll have you on again. Thanks very much.
Just text me anytime.
It's good to get your input on what's going on the ground out there. So fair play to you. You go and have a pipe.
And look after your yourself.
And make sure you keep up the Pascal Donoghue videos.
Don't be starting on him, Pascal Donoghue. He's the main man. I can't afford that.
The one you and Gavin did was very good. I enjoyed that one now.
Which one?
The one you and Gavin did was very funny.
Yeah. That's good. For Christmas, they're going to give you all a migrant.
Neil, thanks very much, mate. Cheers. You're breath of fresh air. Fair play to you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Thanks.
Fair play to Neil there.
Yeah. Jesus, me and you, how connected are me and you without saying the same things?
Yeah.
But I know, fair play to him for coming on, and it's great, as I said, it's great to be able to ask him the questions that I'm seeing online, because he is a taxi driver. He knows what's going on. He's talking to people, and like I said earlier on, he is getting the word out there. He's doing it in his own way. But I don't care if somebody's swinging from a bloody lamppost, as
Yeah.
long as it's trying to get the word out, you know?
Yeah, fair play. I know he's a good lad. Fair play. I enjoy. I've been following him ages. Like I've
Yeah.
been following him ages. Like when he only had a few followers, I was following him because I thought
He's got a big
crack, you know.
following now, like, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
no, I think he does great work, and it, you know, he does some like very funny videos as well, because it's nice to have some bit of humor. Because I tell
I'm
you,
going to just play a video here that I seen from Ferg earlier, and I like to play Ferg's once. So it's Justice for Ava. I think this one is. So I'm going to just play this one and we come back and talk.
Okay.
My thoughts and prayers are with any parent that has to go through the heartache of losing a child, which could have been prevented, by the way. My question is, when is there going to be accountability for Ava O'Brien? When is there going to be accountability for Roy Butler and the other 25,000 lives lost unnecessarily in a medical trial, forced on people, forced to take poison, untested poison in their arm, that's resulted in thousands upon thousands of deaths in this country? Men, women, boys, girls and babies in the womb. I've witnessed Ava's father, our grandfather, and our family absolutely devastated, left in turmoil, drowning in grief because of the loss of their little girl. All the politicians, all those absolute scumbags that were part and parcel of that pushed this and advocated for it, that are running around now with your full concern and your full outrage over that poor young fella Harvey. Look what they presided over here in this country. Roderick O'Gorman, Minister for Children. Trafficked children, drugged, employed with alcohol, brought to hotels to be raped by gangs of paedophiles for money. Children missing. Children dead. All on their watch. And nothing ever gets sorted out because you're jumping from one distraction to the next. Whether it's Ukraine, whether it's Palestine, whether it's whatever. Nothing else will matter in this world, only this country and the people that are born here. The natives, the indigenous people of this country, and what they're having been put through. It's time people to come together and look for accountability and righteous justice against these murdering bastards who have killed 25,000 plus of our people. That's democide. And if you brought it back to that, if you just brought it back to that, we could have these brought down in an act. So it's something to think about. We need to get together. We're going to push for a major campaign for Ava now in the near future. Myself, Martin, Barry and a few others. We need people to come forward that have been hurt, that have lost their loved ones and that are left with no quality of life. We need people to come forward and start talking. It's the only way you're going to bring these monsters down and bring them to task. Alright. God bless everyone that's free. Eric Bra. Christ is King.
Yeah. 100%.
Fair play to you, Ferg. Yeah, fair play. I just got a phone call there off my very good friend telling me the show is brilliant tonight. Fair play, keep it going. So yeah, thanks.
But
fair
look,
play
I said
to
that,
Neil.
Paul, we're doing our best. We're trying to get the information out there, you know, and it is great to have somebody like Neil on. We had Aaron on there the other night as well. And it's just getting, you know, it's great to hear from other people what's going on as well, like, you know.
Yeah, but what Ferg was saying there now, that's exactly what we need to be doing there now. And I'm glad, I'd say I'll be involved in this. I'd say we'll all be involved in this. The Irish column will be involved in pushing this out, and so will Ireland Live. So, yeah, Ferg, if you need anything, mate, you just, whatever you need, you know, we'll help you with. We will. This needs to get out. It needs to get pushed out everywhere.
Yeah.
The Irish courts are corrupt. Yeah.
Yeah,
the whole country's corrupt, lads.
Yeah.
God bless our area. Yeah.
Paul, do you want? I have two short videos with Spain labelled underneath, and then there's another one saying Euro.
I'm going to play Spain. Hang on.
Look at the time.
Adherida Aquí, bajándose la playa de la Garita, en Lanzarote, en una sodia a motor. Que no es locura,
You just fill in there every minute, Orla. You just go in there on your own there every minute. I just someone knocked on the door there. I want to see who it is.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Somebody coming to kidnap him. So I'm going to bring up, obviously I can, Paul does all this stuff. So I'm going to bring up an article I had on the TD salaries, right? TD salaries raised to 117,113 a year after the latest 1,000 pay hike, right? So TDs have received more than €1,000 a year under the latest national public sector wage deal. Their basic annual salary rose by 1% from 115,000 up to 117,000 last Friday, right? Now, this is a few days old. A senator's basic pay jumped to €82,018. Now, this is an absolute and utter joke. We had a young boy that died, you know, and they're here giving themselves pay rises. There's people out there who can't afford food, who can't afford electricity, who can't afford gas, and they're giving each other pay rises. It's an absolute joke. And then underneath it, I came across this where it says Dáil sitting days in 2025. And it said the weekly schedule. A Dáil typically sits 3 days a week. Sessions usually start on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. and continue through Wednesdays and Thursdays. And it was saying calculation of sitting days is total weeks, 33 weeks, and sitting days per week, 3 days, right? So what it was saying was the Dáil Éireann, the lower house of the Irish Parliament, has a specific schedule for its sitting. In 2025, the Dáil sat for a total of 33 weeks out of the year. So it's when you calculate all this out, it says, thus Irish TDs sat in the Dáil chambers for approximately 99 days in 2025. Now that is an absolute disgrace. And look at the money they're on. And now they're giving themselves €1,000 pay rise. Like, this is an absolute and utter joke.
I'm back in there now. You're talking about, what are you talking about? TD salaries, was it?
I was talking about the TDs thing, yeah. Because we were just saying about that video you just showed there was about them getting off the mobile phones. But there's another video beside it with them on the boats. And then there's another one underneath it called the aeroplane.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about the salaries there, weren't you? Hang on.
Oh, yeah, I read all that out. That's all done.
You've done all that. Okay, so we don't need to do that then. Okay.
No, I've got all that
So
done.
you
I
want
wanted
me
to
to do
highlight that over the last week. We just didn't get a chance.
Okay. The aeroplane one, is that what you said?
And then the one of them again coming in on the boats.
Which one on the boat?
It'd be right next to the one where they're on the beach, opening their brand new mobile phones.
Is that the Spain one?
Yeah. And then the airplane one is under that.
Yeah.
Paterita, aquí, bajándose la playa de la Garita, en Lanzarote, en una sodia a motor. Que no es locura,
That was one.
Yeah, and the other one on the boat should be attached to it.
Spain too.
Yeah. Like, just imagine if that was shown on RT and Virgin Media. Like, if we weren't showing these things on here, or it wasn't shown on X, who's seeing it?
Nobody.
You know,
Nobody's
and
seeing
yet
it.
people have been told they've been vetted.
Yeah. We've hit 900 there, people. Well, that is, I don't know, there must be something on tonight somewhere else. Ah, sure. The Oasis are on, aren't they, in the Croker?
Oh, okay.
There you have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, people get onto the show. People do not get it. No. Sorry, lads, I'm missing loads of your things there. Generator, screw, electric bills, traffickers, A lot of Muslims after popping up in town lately after getting rid of the Ukraine and replacing them with Muslims. That's what's happening.
That's what's happening,
And if anyone's coming to Dublin next Sunday, you're looking for Dell, isn't it? If there's anyone coming from Cork to Dublin, if you can give Dell, he'll share the car with us if you can. So if you can get in contact with Dell, throw your number into me there on 089 203 1521 and I'll forward it on to Dell. Okay, Dell? Okay. Have you seen...
Do the airplane video first.
Right, airplane. Here we go.
Yeah.
Her yerin bomba. Yapma. Yapıyorum. Yapıyorum. Bu kadar insan var burada. Yazık ya. Yapıyorum. Hepimizi yapacağız.
But in that video now, you can actually, because I listened to it a couple of times, you can hear Allah been mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, what's she doing? She's setting fire to the place. Like the airplane.
Yeah, I know.
Madness. Absolute
Yeah,
madness.
I got a thing. Someone said, did they send it to me earlier? Hang on. No, there's kind of sudden deaths. Yeah, no, I thought I downloaded it. But no, I didn't. I thought I did. Any single women on here? Lamb chop. Any single women on here? I'm sure there's loads of single women on here.
Put it into the comments.
Yeah, put it into the comments there. Yeah, in you go. Yeah, yeah. Hang on, we turn the page there. Turn this.
Will you play the video? It looks like there's a policeman, and then there's a thing about the Britannia Hotel. This needs to be highlighted about this incident over in the UK.
Yeah. The Britannia Hotel.
Yes, and then the video's above it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I have that video there. Yeah, Britannia Hotel migrant did enter a woman's home, but the woman was arrested for it.
The woman that he entered, right, the house that he entered, was blind, and either her daughter or her granddaughter was there, right, and she grabbed a knife because she was terrified. This man entered her house, but he was living in the Britannia Hotel, so he was an immigrant, right? Yeah. She didn't know what he was there for. He obviously wasn't there for anything good when he marched into her house. But she obviously kind of chased him out. Now, she didn't touch him with the knife or anything like that, but she's after been done for it.
Yeah.
And she was watching a video on it this evening, and she's after being sentenced to a month in jail because she threatened him with a knife. He came into her house, into her, it was either her mother or her grandmother's, who was blind, house. And she's after being punished for it. Like, this is what's happening.
Yeah, Lamb Chop asked there's any women, and Michael John said any men, any single men on here. And they're all taken for, lads. They're all taken for. Yeah. But have you heard the song Prick in Whitehall? Have you heard it? Like have you not heard this? This is, lads, watch this. This is brilliant. Brilliant. Now, it's about the UK, but it's exactly what's happening here as well. But watch this. This is amazing. I love it.
Just a prick in Whitehall. legislation. We don't want your thought police. No legislation on free speech. Starmer, leave our rights alone. Hey, Starmer, leave our rights alone. All in all, you're just another freaking Whitehall. All in all, you're just another freaking Whitehall. We don't need no mass migration. We don't want our culture gone. No more grooming gangs protected. Illegals, leave our kids alone. Hey, illegals, leave our kids alone. All in all, you're just a bunch of bricks in Whitehall. All in all, you're just a bunch of bricks in Whitehall. All in all, you're just a bunch of bricks in Whitehall.
Oh
That
my
was
God,
cool, wasn't it?
Oh, that's brilliant. Fair
Yeah,
play.
yeah. That's done through AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I have to say, I saw it today. I thought people would love this.
Oh, that
We
is.
need
And
a song like this so we can roar on marches. Yeah, I think so as well. I'm gonna check out ChatGPT or whatever and see what we can do. Or Grok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Like
laughing.
the man that was
somebody-
playing the guitar it
Yeah.
looked like something Jaden did. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
I thought, yeah.
I was just laughing there. Somebody was saying that they had oh my God, what was the comment? He said I have road frontage.
Yeah, seeing
So
that.
that's anyone looking for a farmer.
Johnny just said, Johnny Crypto, get out and make babies. The Chinese are making robots to grow them now. Jesus, this word has gone fucking crazy. And I actually have that there because I pulled it down earlier. This is no messing. Yeah, I did. Here you go. Look at this. China firm plans world's first pregnancy humanoid robot using artificial womb. The innovation uses artificial amniotic fluid and nutrient delivery via hose, replicating natural gestation, now to be integrated into humanoid robots. Surely the babies will get everything they can now. This is what they're doing now. They're telling you that your baby's not getting fluid and your baby's going to die, and then they're going to come up with this shit for you to be doing this. You know what I mean? The Chinese tech firm is racing to deliver what could be the world's first gestation robot. Jeez. The idea from Keiwa Technology, based in Guangzhou, involves a humanoid designed with an artificial womb embedded in its abdomen, intended to carry a fetus through 10 months of gestation and deliver a baby, according to Chinese media. Slated for debut by 2026 and expected to sell for under 100 yuan, around 13,900. The robot aims to offer a pregnancy alternative for those who wish to avoid the burden of human gestation. Is that not all the part of it? The announcement has triggered intense public discourse, from ethical unease to hopeful possibilities for the infertile. Recently, Chinese researchers introduced Gear, the world's first AI-powered breeding robot, humanoid birth machine. The bold vision of a humanoid surrogate pregnancy robot was presented at the 2025 World Robot Conference in Beijing, and Zhang Guing, founder of Kawa Technology and affiliated the Nanyang Technology University. So there you have it, people. Yeah, you don't have to go through the rigors of gestation periods. You can just buy this robot for 13,700 quid, and that'll do it for you. Baby
do you
just
know
pops
why we
out.
like that? To me, that is against God.
Yeah.
That is not natural. It is against God.
Yeah. Fake article, pal. Don't waste your bleeding time.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Like, honest to God, I don't know. I just don't know where it's going to end. I really don't know where it's going to end.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I know. It's gone ridiculous, I have to say.
Do you know?
Let me see. Have I got another video? We're up to 1,000 there, people. Fair play to everyone. We've done the airplane. We've done...
We have one there on the carbon tax.
Did we done the video, did we, did we do the video from the hotel of the girl getting arrested? We didn't.
No, you didn't play that video.
I'm going to play it there now. Okay. We were talking about it a minute ago, about the girl getting arrested and getting a month thing. This is what happened. This is it.
This man in this vehicle has just entered a lady's property without her consent, and these officers have said it's not an offence. They're letting him go. They're letting him go. Officer, how is that not an offence? How is it not an offence entering someone's house?
That poor lady.
Regardless, she didn't want him in the house.
Is alarm fear and discretion? Is alarm fear and discretion offence? Is she not alarmed even in fear?
You're letting him go.
Let him go. He's allowed to do that.
He's
allowed to do that.
And get fucking raped. And I hope you fucking watch it.
He does it again. When he does it, he got arrested. He does it again.
Regardless, he's done it once. He don't need to do it again. He doesn't need to do it again. You know you're going to cause a war on the streets. You know you're causing a war on the streets, right?
I ain't in my pocket. I'm not going to dig nothing. I can walk in their house and say, look,
you're causing a war on the streets. How are you letting him go?
What's your name? I'm going to walk in someone's house and not say nothing. And I'll get all their collar numbers.
You have said that it isn't an offence entering a property. Can I have your name, number, please? Yeah, go for it. Do you think it's not an offence entering a property? Regardless, if I entered your house with your wife and kids in there, are you going to be angry and want to get me arrested?
Be angry, but you have to prove intent for it to be burglary. Yeah?
I had done the same thing when I was 16. I got arrested for attempted burglary.
So they would have had to prove your
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. All I done was walked in the house. I got done for attempted burglary, and I was in the middle of an argument. Mate, you're a fucking disgrace, an absolute disgrace. You're a disgrace to the UK government, to the UK people. You're a disgrace. All of you are a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace.
You're going to end up nicking her.
And seemingly, I saw comments that the fella who did enter the house, that he was like a big lump of a fella and was, quite scary looking. So I don't blame that woman for grabbing a knife.
Yeah.
But she's after getting a month in jail for it. But do you remember that father, was it, now I might be wrong now, I think it was over in Germany, where his daughter was raped and he went after the man and he ended up getting prison.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was? Yeah, the daughter was had been taken by a grooming gang.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
what it
went
was.
to rescue her. And he ended up being done. Like, this is what's happening. This is what they're bringing in.
Yeah. It's disgraceful.
It's unbelievable, like, and they're getting away with everything.
That's exactly what they're doing. I have another video there that I just want to play. It's from Ferg again. It was a thing he was on the other night. He was on a podcast with what was his name? Mark Atwood. Yeah, Mark Atwood, is it? Yeah. I'm just going to play this and we'll come back We finish up now on the words. We're nearly finished.
Mark, I'll fly in about 15 minutes myself, if you want me to say it.
Yeah, come on, Ferg. How are you?
I'm all good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. The bloody WhatsApp's coming at me now. You see, this is how the interferences happen. We just stop it. All right, Ferg, how are you? And are you looking forward to this event? And can you tell everybody what to expect? Because we've never physically met, and I can't believe that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, Mark, and everyone there. I've met Abby loads of times. She's absolutely sound. Look, my whole thing, the reason why we went out at the start for Enoch Book was because it was the right thing to do. I couldn't stand by and let that man. So I had to keep his plight in the public domain and let people know what was happening because the media had it all spun. You know yourself the way they work. So yeah, we started off doing that, and then it was the mass illegal immigration, the stuff they put into the schools, with Vincent a few times, with Janet and that, all the absolute filth that they tried to put in the guise of sexual education. They're absolute monsters. But look, the way it was for me, I just wanted to be left alone to raise my children in peace. That was it. And these bastards stuck their nose in my affairs. So I'll never back down from bullies. I never did. I'll always face them head on. And that's the only way to do it is to face these monsters in the real world and put pressure on them.
And that's why we want you. That's why we want to put it on this. This is also one of the reasons why we're going to be filming this event. I mean, really, this is an event that I see as a video for posterity because there's so many different angles here. You know, not everybody's made to stand in this. I mean, I remember the first or the second big protest in Dublin that I went to, and the energy in that city was incredible. It was like a hot knife through butter, but I can still see the faces of the people on the side who were just tutting at us as we walked past. It was, and you've been in confrontation mode, you've been arrested, you've been manhandled by the police. How do you keep getting up and keep going, Ferg?
God, and looking at my children. That's all I do this for, Mark. I'm not monetized. I don't give a shit who's monetized or whatever, but for me, I'm not. Because I never want someone to come back and say, oh, you only done this for fucking to make money and the whole lot. I'm not in this for nothing but my children's future, their safety, and my country, and that's it. I've no other agenda. I've no other nothing. That's all I'm doing it for, and that's what motivates me and inspires me is looking at my children and knowing that if we don't sort this country out and the world, I'm not handing them over to these fucking monsters because we all know what they're into as regards children. So I'll see every one of them dragged to a gallows before I die and go and meet God. I'll go and meet God a happy man when I see every one of these fucking bad. I'm sorry for cursing. But when I see every one of these dragged to a gallows or whatever, and they're all sorted out what they done to this country and what they're doing to children, how was Roderick O'Gorman still walking around after what he presided over as a minister for children? Mm-hmm. Trafficked, raped, missing, dead children, all on his watch. I confronted him out in town. He couldn't even look me in the eye, the fucking snake that he is. He looked down at the ground, an absolute coward. But it's the same thing with this Harris lad. I think he's gone. I can see there being a government collapse by the end of this year. It has to be. I'd rather see them getting all dragged out with their hair, to be honest with you. Never mind just here resign and this and that. It's a lot more than resignations I want to see.
Absolutely. Well, we're really looking forward to seeing you in the west of Ireland. I know it's the other side of the country to where you normally hang. Mind you, you're all over the country all the time. And thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Looking forward to that. I'm going to.
You coming back, Paul?
Yeah. See, this mouse that I have, it's a newfangled one, you know, it's a good one. And I just clicked the side button on it and it brought me out of the studio. So that's what happened. Mm. So yeah, well done, Craig. I love that now.
I know time is coming to an end. There's two things I want to highlight. There's X post under Terry Kay, and I want to do the narrative destroyer because that's really important in relation to roadblocks.
Yeah, I have that there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many real Irish nationals are left who believe that Irish 32 county Ireland who don't cozy up to loyalists are Israel's? I've spoken about this before. Like, do the people in the 6 counties actually want to join with us? They're the people I'd be asking. You know, that's the people I'd be asking. I wouldn't just be going, oh, give us a 32 county. I'm all for a 32 county Ireland. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know what I mean? But Like the people in the 6 counties are getting better housing, better everything than what we're getting here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just put it out to them people before we start saying, "Oh no, we want to do this, we want to do that."
There's a lot don't want to. You know,
Managed to get tickets for this one. Looking forward to it. Yeah, this is on the 20th of next month, isn't it? I think. Fergus Power Top Man. Yeah, is it? It's the 20th of next month, Ferg. I think that's what it is it? I'm not sure now. And Wolfson, yeah, Dublin is bigger. Question at the minute. Yeah. Okay, hang on there. You told me what you.
So Terry Kay, first of all.
They're dropping a load of people. Is that they're dropping off there now? Yeah, loads of people dropped off. So I don't know what's happening there. We're at getting it gone, a cull. So if anyone got kicked out, come back in if you want. We're nearly finished in anyway. So
is it from StreamYard?
No, I don't know. It's not StreamYard. Something's happening there. That's weird. That's weird. Anthony's thing didn't. Anthony's YouTube didn't come up on this at all. Oh, it did, yes, dealer hair. And okay, it's not Anthony's anymore. Yeah, okay, no, grand. But no, we're at the dropping a load. We, the native Irish, need to return to sects. Sects are sects. Sects, I know what he means. We can't look after 26 counties, never mind it. Yeah, I get that as well, mate. I do. But as I'm saying, do these people in the 6 counties want to join us? Different taxes, different tax brackets, different, everything is different here. You know what I mean? Like the government give you fuck all here. Let's be honest, unless you're affording it. I'm still here. The pricks won't get me. Thanks, Pat. Fair play to you.
We need you back for the end.
I don't know what happened there, Angie. What happened? Did it just go off? Yeah, it just closed. Yeah, that's what happened. It just closed. Yeah. Okay, cool. That happened to me as well. That Fergus again on myself and discussing what happened to innocent defense of children and moral outrage. Yeah, it's disgraceful. Okay, sorry. You said what was it? We said Terry K. I think I have that down here. Terry K. Is this the one? Is this your woman, the Indian one?
Yes, it's just something to read.
Okay, I'll just share this then. And I read it. Okay. There we are there, Terry K. This is from your woman there, Amia Riaz. After attacks on Indian community, a generation of children will grow up feeling like they don't belong in Ireland. There has been no attacks. There's been no attacks on Indians. There was one in Tala a couple of weeks ago, I get that. But the one that they're talking about, the child, it's at the 6 or 7-year-old child, that didn't happen. That happened with Traveller kids. We know what happened there. We've been told what happened there. Mick the Git has come out with the video and showed us everything. And Pave Point still remains silent. I'm just going to read what Terry says. A generation of children will grow up feeling like they don't belong in Ireland. Your daily dose of irony. Imagine how multiple generations of Irish children feel. Yes. Imagine saying this only days after little Harvey Sherritt was ignored, neglected, and left to suffer in agony to the point it took his life. Imagine being a young Irish adult and seeing zero future for yourself in your own country because of mass migration, predominantly of Indians who vacuum up homes in the new build estates. If the inverse were happening in India, you'd be outraged that Irish confound issues in such public services. Hey, Yeoman Amirez, in Ireland, there is an expression. You've a neck like a jockey's bollocks. Look it up and you learn to be more humble when you're a guest in another person's country. Fair play to you. Yeah. And this is the rape by country. Let's see this here. Look at this. Rape by country per 100,000 people. Look, India is tops the poll. Rwanda, mainland China. Jesus, there's a lot of rape in mainland China. Thailand, Jordan, Cameroon. Look at all of these. Turkey. Turkey's way down there. But even still. Jesus.
Yeah.
That is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Madness.
Yeah, it is.
Well, do you want to pull up, because it's a couple of minutes long, is the narrative destroyer, and he's done an excellent video now on roadblocks. So anybody that has children that just be on roadblocks, Listen to this.
I'm sure I downloaded this. Child predators, wasn't it?
Yes. Like, this is very serious.
It is very serious. My kids used to be on the roadblocks. They don't be on it now anymore.
Well, one of them.
But they're missing loads of bleeding comments there. What's the... Sorry, Ferg, what is it? Another great show, Paul Norah, and the
Thanks,
festival
Alan.
on Saturday the 23rd. Looking forward to it. Yeah, that's next Saturday, guys. Well done, everyone. Still parts of rural Northern not impacted by immigration, but everyone see the news of Indian attacks. Yeah, but everyone knows what's going on. As Orla and as Neil was saying earlier on, they'll all talk to you about it. Oh, Jesus, this, that, and the other. And I just wanted to say as well, the knock on the door there, it was a girl. A girl left her handbag in my dad's taxi last night, and my sister seen pictures on her phone and knew somebody in the thing and contacted that person, and she's had to be down to collect that handbag. So fair play to her. Yeah, fair play to me dad for doing that as well for her. You know. Okay, I'm going to play this Child Predators one. It's 5 minutes long, so we'll go with that and then we'll finish up early, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So Roblox, the kids gaming platform, has banned certain players on its platform. Why did they do this? Well, they said that these certain players are vigilantes. Why are they vigilantes? Well, because they're catching predators, child predators, on its platform. They said this type of behaviour goes against their policies and could hinder police investigations. But let's look into this now to find out what's really going on. Roblox removed vigilantes from their platform because their actions, while often well-intentioned, violated the platform's terms of use and created an unsafe environment. I shit you not, that was something that was publicly stated by this platform. So they believe that the vigilantes are creating an unsafe environment. Now, I'm just going to be logical here for 2 seconds. I would say it's more unsafe to have predators, child predators, on that platform. Now, I've been watching loads of videos to do with this, and in one case, a guy created a brand new Roblox account, just a bog standard skin, and within 10 seconds, he's seen something inappropriate on this certain server. Just a random server that he joined. It wasn't a specific one that's filled with predators. So Roblox is unsafe regardless, but at least these vigilantes are taking down child predators on the platform. And in turn, you would say that that's making the platform more safe. So it doesn't make sense, does it? The primary vigilante figure associated with recent events on Roblox is a YouTuber known as Schlep. I think that's how you say that. A 22-year-old content creator with over 600,000 subscribers has been reported to have contributed to the arrest of 6 predators within the Roblox community in under a year. His methods have involved posting as underage players to expose adults seeking inappropriate contact. So you get the picture. This guy was banned from the platform even though he made it more safe. 6 top level predators operating on the Roblox platform were taken off this platform because of him, not because of Roblox. And how did they reward him? Well, they banned him from the platform. So what does that tell us? Where does Roblox morals lie here? Where are they? Where's their moral compass? Should they not be hiring this guy? Say, listen, do you know what we're going to do? You do such a good job by protecting children on our platform. We're going to hire you to do this on a daily basis, and we're going to give you the resources to do it. No, they banned him. They said he was making it unsafe, not the predators. But here's their reasoning for it. It says vigilantes were found to impersonate minors. Well, that's what they do. They impersonate minors. They pretend to be minors. So, and they don't initiate the chat. The adult has to initiate the chat with the minor first, and they can't prolong it or say anything inappropriate. They always have to let them know that they're uncomfortable with the conversation, that they don't want this, and that's all collected as evidence. This is called a sting operation, and Roblox understands this. So it goes on here: impersonate minors, engage in or simulate inappropriate conversations, and encourage users to move to other platforms for explicit discussions, bypassing Roblox's safety systems. But they're missing the point here, and I think they understand the point, but for the sake of the video I'm going to say they're missing the point. The point is that they would be doing that with real children, and they have done that with real children. And I'm going to prove it to you. Well, not prove it to you, but I'm going to give you my experience with Roblox right now. So about 2 years ago, 2 summers ago, my son came to me during the summer holidays and said, my friend is speaking to an adult who I call the creepy man on WhatsApp, and they contacted each other first on Roblox. You see, I have my son very well rehearsed in safety and boundaries and what adults should and shouldn't do around you. He came to me because he was worried about his friend, and to make a long story short, I was never going to ring the police. I was going to ring the police whenever I had enough evidence, and I wanted to see if this guy was local or not. Turned out this guy was from England. I'm from the north of Ireland, so I couldn't sort of meet up with him in person myself. I couldn't initiate a sting operation, and I passed that information on to the police, and nothing was done about it because there's no resources put into that. But this man wanted to arrange to meet my son's friend, and they were going to do it. We had to let the mother know, we had to let the father know, and they had no clue about this. So there's a serious issue in regards to Roblox and predators on the platform. But that isn't really Roblox's fault, because where there's going to be children, you're going to get predators. That's just life, unfortunately. But for them to take this stance on people taking down those predators is kind of weird to me. And instead of banning people like this, they should be hiring people like this to catch these predators. Just my opinion.
Wow.
He's brilliant. I have to say his content and everything is great. It's just sometimes his videos can be 9 or 10 minutes, so it's kind of, they're a little bit long to play on here. So sometimes I try and put them up onto the Facebook page, but he's brilliant. But an update is that seemingly what they put up there about banning, we'll say the guys coming in, that has been taken down. So they must have got a load of complaints over it. But I mean, why would you get rid of the ones that are trying to bring down the predators and trying to highlight what's going on? Like, they'll admit that they're handing everything over, all their evidence and everything over to the police. It's the same as those ones, what do you call them over in England? The Justice Labs.
Justice Reborn.
Yes, and they're out there catching the paedophiles as well, you know? And everything's been handed over to the police. I mean, you know, any common sense, you need more of these people on these online platforms, not less of them, or not trying to get rid of them, unless there's a more sinister agenda going on.
Yeah, I'm just going to share this here. People will love this. I have to say, people will love this one. I'm going to book my ticket now today, if I can. An evening with Leo. Tickets for Varadkar's book launch event cost $51.50. Attendees will receive a hardback copy of the memoir titled "Speaking My Mind."
Hold on, I have a question. If you buy the book, can you get to hit him with it?
Smack him with it, yeah, and put your name on it. Prophet Simons did this.
A big book with that size.
Yeah.
What a gobshite. You know, and then there will be people who will go to that. And the ones out there think he's great. Do you know, after everything he's done. That's the problem with this country.
No, he's I'm not going to. Someone just sent me in this as well. Knee crapped. Free speech, Tom. Dowdy. Yeah. Knee crapped. Yeah. Scumbags. Two-faced. Look, two-faced. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get over it. You know who I can't get over is Christy Moore. Like, you know, he's barely singing rebel songs. And he's just unbelievable. Like, he should be ashamed of himself.
Adults on Roblox and childless couples watching the toy show. Yeah. I like how hard Orla laughed at that, laughing my ass off. Yeah. Good night, all. Night, Aaron. Take care, mate. Thanks, Paul and Orla. Yeah. Johnny Crypto, name and shame anyone who goes to that. Yeah, name and shame anyone who goes to that. Angela Leggett, Paul and Orla, great show. Please do that song, Harris Martin. You're just a dick in the doll. Yeah, we could try that one. Yeah, we'll see. Mike Carroll, book will be too thin. Yeah. The porn book. That's what it'll be. A porno, as my dad call it. Leo the cockwomble. Yeah, he loves all that. He's a prick, I'd say it. Listen, we all know he's a prick. Yeah.
Hard back.
Yeah. Hard neck. Never mind the hard bleeding back. Kneecap is a beauty bandit. Yeah. Christy torn a long time ago. And he did torn a long time ago. He's a scumbag. Yeah. Scumbag. Yeah.
Come on now, Padder. We're waiting on you.
Padder. Let's do it, Padder.
I was going to say, where's Chris Bourne? He's been quiet the last couple of weeks.
I text Chris earlier. I text this to Chris earlier. There's no point being massively extreme like them lot. Yeah. Leo, only Leo's extended family will attend. But he put it out on his Instagram there last week. I think it's only got something like 42 likes. He's his most hated man in the country. Christy is a socialist, yeah. Always has been, yeah. Padder, you up the line of truth. Make that bleeding mad thing roar. Make that son of a bitch bleed. No problem, Padder. Orla, thanks very much. And I will talk to you in a couple of minutes. Just drop down there.
No
thank you very much for this evening. It's been emotional as always.
Of course.
Well, there you have it, people. And I'm going to finish tonight with what we always finish with, the national anthem. I had a few more videos there to talk about, but listen, the show flew in. But as I say every night, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless everyone. See you all Tuesday.